Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Dragon Age Children of Thedas, featuring Alice and all the other wonderful faces around the screen. But before we go around and say hello to all of those, let's go through the channel announcements. First of all, we have social links. Check out our Discord, our Twitter, and our YouTube Discord of Sunface. A fun, safe place where you can come and talk about TTRPGs and all the other wonderful things that go on in the community. We also have Twitter. Send me a DM and I'll get you in one of our few games left before the end of the season. Send me a DM. We'll talk about dates. And YouTube, you can catch up on this and all the other campaigns over on the YouTube. Next, I think we've lost Jeff, but I'm sure he'll be back shortly. Next, we have Patreon. Check out our Patreon. You can support us over there for as little as $1 a month, and we appreciate every dollar that you donate. We have regular articles coming out. There's another one coming out very soon. We also have merch. If you want to go and get a crest on your chest, head over to the Redbubble. I believe at the moment there is a discount if you are a member. Members get a discount at the moment, which I think only means you need to create a login. Not 100% sure, but I'm fairly sure that's all you need to do to take advantage of that discount. So check that out too. We also have sponsors in Bird in the Storm Publishing, who create modules for D&D and other TTRPGs, and you can go and check out Clearing Midnight Wield on the YouTube right now. We also. What do you mean title not changed? Damn it, the title changed. Anyway, we also have Mage Hand Press. I'm starting to think there is a glitch in the Twitch API, because this is about the 6th time this week that I am certain I updated the title, and someone's told me the title hasn't updated. I'm getting salty about it. Mage Hand Press, they created the Dark Matter Alpha, a sci-fi expansion for D&D 5e. So please do go and check that out too. We play on Thursdays at 10 PM, where we can play D&D in space. We also have stuff down in the panels. Check out Rasivad.com, table.loot.com, and rootinc.com, where you can get yourself some dice, some accessories, and maps with 10 to 15% discount. And also check out our tweet. Every 10 retweets will grant a trinket to a random player. We are currently at... Oh, 5. Okay, cool. For a second, I thought like it was said 0. I hadn't refreshed. So let's go around and say hello to everyone. Alice, this is your stream. Oh, hi.
There we go, I'm unmuted. Hello, yeah, I'm super excited for this. I've been excited all week for this because, for those of you who don't know me, I'm obsessed with Dragon Age. Like, really obsessed, and I say I apologise for it, but I'm not sorry. I'm just glad I found a TTRPG that I can vent it into, so, yeah.
Introduce everyone else?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were doing that.
No, this is your show. Go.
Hello, Ambly. Is how I'm going to do this.
Ah, that's me. Hi, everyone. I am Ambly. I play the Canary Huldra that can do magic from her, not hands, I guess staff. She's great. She's a giant woman. What else can you ask for?
Ambly, you and your buff women. Okay. Then we're gonna hop down to Many-Eyed Monster or Jeff.
Hey everybody, my name is Jeff Ellis. You can find me on Twitter at Many-Eyed Monster, where I write TTRPG supplements and adventures. I play Harbeck, the grumpy goth dwarf who has a lot going on right now. A lot of secrets that are just being dragged out. And yeah, I'm super stoked for this morning's game.
Awesome, thank you. And then we're gonna hop around to Nassim.
Hello, I'm Nassim. I'm playing Harvia, your punk rock grandma dwarf.
She really is, though.
Here to party.
And she's chilled quite a lot as well. I feel like she's managed to find like a spa everywhere.
Yeah, that's
so far, even on the run.
Yeah, she loves to be pampered. She ain't ashamed of it.
Awesome, thank you. And then we're going to hop round to Avery. Hello.
Hello. My name is Avery. I'm playing Nara Ferelmus, who I think, according to the Zoom chat, has become a verb of just Nara has become associated with just disappearing. Jeff, when you bailed out, was like, yeah, like he narred.
Yeah,
he gone.
Narred.
And she's done that at this party. She ain't there. I'm sorry, guys. It'd be like that sometimes.
Just she's gone. Oh, she's gone again.
Again,
and
fuck.
last but certainly not least, Scrat. You are muted, Scrat.
Of course I'm muted. It's gonna be one of those days. I need more sleep, Alice. I need more sleep. I'm playing Guzgid Iduken. Guzgid is a noble, a prince even. A noble who is man of the people, very much likes to think of himself as, a friend to the dusters, though his experience of them so far has been Nara and it's been a bit dry. He's taken a tattoo across his own head to try and fit in with them a little better, and
She's not a duster. She's a robot.
Are you?
Yes!
I've
This is how in touch this is.
I thought you were
ignorant Teddy there instead.
I really thought that you were a commoner.
No, she's a merchant caste.
Well,
Wait till her mom's name is dropped.
yeah. Well, apparently Guzgid thinks you're a duster. I apologize.
That's fine.
I knew it. Okay. So, for those who haven't seen this so far, we are currently during the Second Blight, which is hundreds, if not thousands of years before the actual Dragon Age game is set. This is called the Blight of Chaos, just for reference. But currently, our adventurers are in Valroyo for a meeting where the divine Justinia is due to make an appearance, and they are currently at a ball with Ariana Elston, which was a name drop we had last week, who work with or employ the Cowslands, if anyone remembers them from the game. Other than that, you're all at the center of this ball. You have just seen Ariana talking to this very smart, very robed man, sort of slick back hair, a neat beard, and very well trimmed. And he stands proudly in these long black, it's almost like a mixture between a black suit and black robes, as he stands there, a staff on his back, smiling very sweetly, sickly sweetly almost, to Ariana, who is talking with him. Looks to be more out of necessity than choice. And he smiles as she very quickly dismisses herself after polite introductions. What do you do? I was saying we know what Nara's gonna do.
Nara's already gone.
Yeah, I think so I think Gersgeard, Holdra, and Harvey are the only three who are around Ariana right now.
Yes.
Harvey is probably by the food and wine, stuffing her face on her fourth glass, watching.
It's topped up for you every time you finish, and you do see some Orlesians looking overly offended at how quickly you're
Harvey's an icon.
She gestures to them, is like, "Don't worry, I've got years of practice." And from afar is watching this conversation with Ariana and the guy, and after they split, I want to mosey slowly closer to the guy and try and, I don't know, follow him if you see what he's doing now that he's been separated.
Yeah, he seems to be wandering around. He's not necessarily stopping and talking to anyone. He is greeting people. He's nodding, he's smiling, making polite conversation, but doesn't actually stop to talk to anyone for like a full-blown conversation. And as you're walking, you've got like handfuls of these like really beautifully decorated like hors d'oeuvres, but it's all sort of slowly being crushed in your hand as you've got this huge goblet full of wine. And you see him meander through people, and you can hear the music on the dance floor as people being swirled around and they're dancing. Everything is very uniform, and you hear a lot of fake laughter everywhere. A sort of a tinkle of a laugh. Yeah, sort of like fanning themselves and moving around and, you know, discussing things here and there about everyone else in the courtroom. And there are these huge balconies, these doors that open up onto these balconies that reveal the night sky.
Ulra is gonna like whisper to Guskid, like, okay, we need to find emergency exits and we need to keep an eye on Ariana. Hello, Guskid?
Emergency exits? Well, there's their main doors right there, and there's a whole bunch of windows. What more do you need to know?
I wanna find emergency exits. Alice.
Roll a perception for me.
What, are you worried about fire hazards or something like that? I mean, what's going on here?
Well, if someone gets hurt, I'm sorry, I can't talk and write at the same time. I can't multitask. Give me a second. Plus perception, you said. 12?
On a 12, you, again, very much like Guskid said, you see the door you came in from, you see all of these windows. There are windows everywhere, all these balconies, but you also know that somewhere in this place there's going to be a kitchen, and deliveries have to come in somewhere for this kitchen, and that's probably another good exit plan.
Oh yeah. So they have to deliver the food somehow, right? So there's gonna be a kitchen entrance somewhere. That could also be. You should probably find that.
I mean, if you want to find the kitchen, just follow a servant.
It's a good idea. Keep an eye on Ariana, and I'm gonna find the.
I'll keep chatting to the local lords and try and distract them from you looking around.
Yeah, because can I just point out, Canary wandering around is a big thing. Just as you may be very smartly dressed, but you do get looks as you sort of wander around. You all do, really.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Harbeck's whole plan was that we make it look like we're not worried at all, and doing things like looking for exits might make it look like we're a little nervous, you know?
That's a point. But I am nervous. What do you want me to do?
Don't be. Easy. Ha!
Uh-huh. Anything else? Do you have like a pro tip? What?
Yeah, pro tip, come with
relax?
me. And Guskid will like just put an arm on her back and just take her towards the nearest noble, whoever they are, and be like, my lord, I'd like you to meet this representative from the Canary.
And you see this man stood there. He looks like he's taken aback slightly, but tries to keep his composure. He stands there in a very over-the-top outfit, a huge hat, not too far from what Harvey's is. And he wears a mask, and he's like, it is very good to meet you. And just bows, and he stands there, his hands, he just holds himself almost as if he was like a ballerina or something. You know that every single motion is picked for a reason. He's holding himself a certain way. And he stands and you are Idukan, I believe.
My name precedes me. Guzgird Ardukin.
And he bows, just like his head. He's like, it is very good to meet you, Idukan. I have heard a lot about you.
But while they are talking, Huldra is like slowly backing away.
Your friend is a little shy.
Yeah, she's not used to these customs yet, I guess. Perhaps we could get some snacks over here or something.
I don't know about snacks, but there are some wonderful hors d'oeuvres over there. Excuse me, and he just sort of snaps his fingers a couple of times.
Much appreciated, thank you.
This elf hurries up with this silver plate with all of these intricate sorts of like designed little, as you call it, snacks on them. And he takes one and it looks like he ponders a little bit over which one he's going to take. But his eye never leaves the one he wants and quickly pops it in his mouth. It is delicious.
Because Kid, like, scoops some onto his hand. And is sitting there munching them like crisps.
You see him grimace a little bit. It is, what brings you to this fine court? Do you seek counsel with the divine, or do you seek counsel with the emperor?
Bit of column A, a bit of column B. In truth, we come seeking aid. The Darkspawn have risen up in Orzammar again. Maybe worse than the first blight.
Oh, no. We can't have another blight. We've already had a blight. It would just ruin the economics. And he just looks at you with a smile.
I give him the I'm not impressed look. I'm telling you, I just came straight from Orzammar.
I am not saying I distrust you, I'm just... It is a terrible thing, a blight.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that again.
Yes. And he looks slightly awkward. He realizes how very different you are, and you're not acting the way everyone else is acting in this ball. I may bid you adieu. I have some discussions to have with and he gestures over to
before he leaves I didn't catch your name. You know mine, but I don't know yours.
Ah, of course, I'm so sorry. I am Cassius Dupuy.
Cassius Dupuy.
Dupuy.
Dupuy, right.
Okay.
No, I think he said Dupree.
No.
Like, you can see him, like...
You'll have to excuse me, that ooh sound is difficult in the Dwarven tongue. But... Okay, Cassius Dupuy, think on what I've said.
Yes, I will think on what you said. And he gives you like a little bit of a bow again, and he backs away before turning his back on you. And you can see almost hurriedly heads over to this other group of nobles.
That went better than expected.
Well, you are awfully shy.
Small talk is not my strong side.
Well, that's because you don't practice.
You practice small talk?
Well, yeah. When things get awkward, you try and say things, and that's when you figure out how to get good at small talk.
So you're practicing right then?
Well, kind of. I'm already pretty good at it, I'd like to think.
Really? Because it was kind of like, I did count to 10 between his question and your answer.
Yeah, that's about normal. These people, they like to think through their answers.
But you were the one who stayed quiet.
Oh, that time, that was because he was being an idiot.
Yes. Why didn't you address it?
Well, because he would expect me to address it. I stayed quiet so he knew what I thought of him.
Oh, okay. If this was a Telltale game, it would be Huldra will remember that. Okay, so shall we just grab more snacks and pretend this never happened?
No, don't pretend it didn't happen. With any luck, hopefully that guy will remember what we said, and we'll have one more person who's thinking about the blight. The more people we can get worried about Darkspawn in this room, the better, honestly.
Oh, okay. Wait, I thought we were supposed to keep it a secret for now. Or were we supposed to let everyone know?
Why were we keeping it a secret? I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. And Huldra will like... I think she would like go and like see a group and like, no, and she walks back to Giskia like, I can't do this. It's not. I can't do it.
Now, Harbeck, you see, as you probably don't see Harvey sort of following this mage, but you do see the mage wandering around, and Nara probably will as well. You may spot Harvey, but it's more you see Harvey with a handful of food and a drink, not necessarily stalking. But you do see Terrail stood on his own, sort of looking around. And if he spots either you or Harbeck, he'll just like put a hand up and he sort of trots over to you in his little blue outfit, and he's like,
Ariana went in for a meeting.
All right.
They didn't want the dog in there, but the dog wasn't going to go anywhere apparently, so that's where.
Yeah, that's. So they just left you out here?
I wasn't allowed in.
All right. Well, Harbeck kind of looks around. He's been out on this like balcony, just kind of surveying the city, waiting. He's kind of like trying to lay this trap to see who comes out to talk to him as soon as they see they can like get him alone. And so he just kind of looks down at Terrail and he's like,
and he's just smiling up at you. He feels like he's done a good thing. He's obviously been told, probably by Ariana, to let you know that he's gone into a meeting.
My son.
He smiles up at you.
Someone keeps trying to give me one of those weird drinks.
Like, and he points over. You can see just this elf walking around offering wine.
Harbeck looks down at Terrail and he's like, you ever had alcohol before?
No, I was a servant.
You never like snuck a little taste?
No! Like, and he looks like utterly offended that you may have thought this of him.
All right, calm down, jeez. He looks down into his little wine flute and he's like, here, take a sip of that, tell me what you think.
He's like 7!
And he takes it and he looks at it, sniffs it and wrinkles his nose. And this is damn good, like, stuff.
Yeah.
This is like, he's wrinkling his nose up and he's like,
just a sip, just...
Oh, okay. And he just takes that tiny sip and you see him just, like, utterly recoil from you, like, like, move.
I snatched the glass out of his hand so he
Teach him young.
drop it, and Harbeck just starts laughing. Yeah.
You drink that voluntarily?
Well, I don't really drink this, but I have to be seen with it. But yeah, it's, it's an acquired taste. You probably shouldn't acquire it just yet. You're kind of tiny.
Not that tiny.
You're pretty tiny.
Aren't these two the same height?
Yeah, just about.
Like, this is why Terrell's looking at you like.
Oh, yeah, okay, look, this is about as big as I get. But you're gonna get you know, you've seen, yeah, you're gonna get taller. Why am I explaining this to you? Look,
I know I grow.
yeah, and right now you're tiny. You're not as tiny as I was when I was your age. How old are you?
7.
Oh. I should not have given you wine. He looks back into the party and he's like, look, I'm trying to do a thing right now. Why don't you go find Holdra and let her know what you told me?
Okay.
And he just sort of quickly like nods and he legs it out of there. And you can see him almost crash into one of the nobles. Alright, as he slides past.
I love you,
running.
special boy.
What is Nara and Harvey doing? Is Harvey still tailing and eating?
Yeah, if this guy doesn't seem to be doing anything else interesting, I'm gonna go up to one of the last people that he approached and start up a conversation with them. Like, so I've been trying to find the host of this shindig here. Is that the man I should be talking to?
And the way you say this, you see this woman just stare at you, fairly shocked. Yes, he is advisor to the Emperor and also the Divine. Sorry, who did you say you were?
Oh, my name is Harvia Azalea. I'm a good friend of the Dukin fellow.
Oh, wonderful. Like, and bear in mind, this person's probably just seen Guzgid very loudly. Like, you can hear him at the side of the room laughing very, very loudly. And she's yes, he is the advisor or right-hand man, maybe, as it is, but yes, like, she looks incredibly awkward that you have chosen to talk to her.
Oh, don't need to be shy here. Forgive me. What's your name?
I am Florine. Florine Andreles, so yes. It is wonderful to meet someone like you. You don't see many strong female dwarfs in Valroy.
Indeed. Glad I can expand your worldview. Now, what are you doing around here?
I am a merchant, or I am married to one.
Well, lovely. Working girl.
I guess, yes, I am a working girl.
Well, tell me your shop. Maybe I'll stop by sometime.
I just sell good wares, beautiful silks, and then she seems to get a little bit lost in it. She's like, I sell wonderful shoes and silks, and she looks down at her feet, and you can see almost like these jewel encrusted slippers. So, these are my favorite, and I do have some more like it if you are ever interested.
Oh, I love me some shiny things. As you can see, I'm working on a new wardrobe already.
I do like the hat.
Thank you very much.
I mean,
She does like a flourish.
Where did you get it? It's so stunning.
It was a gift from my lovely hosts.
Oh, how wonderful. And you see hers is almost like it's a smaller hat, but there's these big plumages both sides of these feathers and brooches at the center. It is a very beautiful item.
Maybe one day I'll come in with my leather armor and have you spruce it up. It's been a while.
Leather armor?
You know, put some feathers down the back, make me look like one of them birds.
I mean, I could try. What kind of bird?
Oh, the fancy ones, with the feathers coming out of their butts.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Think about twice as tall as they are.
Maybe I could, yes. She's starting to look more and more nervous the more you talk to her about this. Yes, I could do that. I could very much do that.
Oh, well, sounds like a plan. She does like a hard, like, pat on the back to the woman and is like, well, catch you later. And she walks away.
Like, and she sits there, like, shocked, looking at the person next to her, like, out of confirmation of what is happening.
Mm-hmm. And then I try to go find one of my party members.
Yeah, Nara, where are you?
Oh boy. I think. Oh god, I'm trying to debate as to whether or not she'd tell somebody. I think she might tell Harvey if she sees her. And she just word it like this. I'll be honest with you, I'm not too great with crowds. I might go get some fresh air if that's alright.
Well, sure. Are you, gonna be gone long?
Hopefully not.
Alright,
I think she's already detected that, like, Harvey knows that something's, like, Harvey knows that something's up. She knows that Harvey's pretty perceptive.
Yeah, well, you know where we'll be, and if, you're ever in a bind, well, I guess it's all on you.
I'll be fine, thank you.
Well, thanks for letting me know. We'll see you soon.
Alrighty, and Nara's gonna, like, kinda just sort of make small talk as she's going, like, but she's definitely, like, very subtly heading towards the exit. And is it assumed that I can get out okay? Like,
Yeah, you can walk straight out that door. You have to weave amongst people.
yeah, I think she makes, like, some more small talk, yada yada yada. And as she gets out, I think she's gonna walk for a little, as if she's just strolling towards the garden or wherever. But once she's, like, out of line of sight of the party, she hurries her pace, and she's gonna try wits about her, always listening, try and get towards the entrance. And as she's walking, I think she's always got her bow and a quiver out, like, but she's got, like, a cap that can go on the quiver for, like, events like this. She's taking that quiver out, and she's taking an arrow out, taking some ribbon from her bag, and, like, a red ribbon, and tying it around an arrow as she's walking.
Could you roll me a perception check, please?
I'm gonna get fucking kidnapped. Goodbye, y'all.
It was
Perception
fun.
would hearing count for this?
Yes, oh, for sure.
Excellent. It's 3d6 plus my bonus. 13.
Yeah, on a 13, you walk through the gardens, you can see the exit, and you hear it before you see it. You hear some voices, some grumbles, some, would you hurry up? Like, is like this sort of, off to your left, you think you see someone or a few people walking.
How far can I see, like, the exit of the gardens themselves?
The gardens, it looks like you've got to go through another garden. Like
Oh,
another...
okay. Well, how many gardens are in this place?
You're in Val Royaux.
You're true. That's very valid. How many voices does it sound like?
You can hear 3, but you can hear more footsteps. She looks between, like, the exit of the gardens and then towards where the voices are coming from, and she's, like, got this arrow. I was like, shit. She's gonna, is this like kind of like a hedge maze kind of dealio? Or just It's not so much as a hedge maze. There's lots of trees. There's lots of very, very fake ornamental fountains about.
Okay.
And there are a lot of hedges, but it's not set out as something for you to get lost in.
Okay. I'm gonna try and walk along, like, have, like, them on another side of a hedge, and I'm gonna try and walk along, just eavesdrop, catch more of this conversation to see if it's something that I should be paying attention to.
And you can
Very sneakily
along this hedge. You can still have your bow out, and these sound like fairly gruff voices, but you also hear a very well-to-do Orlesian voice. Very much like, would you hurry up? I do not want to be in... And then they sort of seem to take a break. I do not want to be late. Again. And you hear these very gruff voices. You think there is a mixture of... Maybe there's one or two humans there. There's definitely an elf, because you can see them and a dwarf helping. They're carrying something. You're not too sure what it is, but they're carrying something. And they're walking back towards the building, and further up in the gardens you can see a dip around the side, which you can guess is maybe a servant's entrance or something to that effect.
Can I see what they're carrying at all?
Can you roll me another perception, please?
Okay. Do I hear any rattling coming from inside of it?
Just a jingle on the other side.
Should I take hearing out for that one because I'm looking for it?
Yeah, just straight up
Straight.
looking. Please.
Ooh, 19.
On a
Whoa, fuck me. That's a
There's
good roll.
There's like, you hear these words and you sort of can't help but peer through like this gap in the hedge. Like you step back and you let them walk past the first gap into the next hedge. And you see they're carrying someone.
Are they like bound? Can I see a face?
They seem to be sort of half bound, half tied, like sort of they're carrying them. It looks like they've got like arms around their arms and someone is holding onto their legs. And there is a bag over this person's head.
Okay. Question. Is Harbeck still on the balcony?
I was just thinking the same thing. Would I be able to see this from where I'm at?
If you roll a perception check.
Yeah. And if not, can I see Harbeck?
Where is my...
Can you roll a perception check as well, please?
Can I hear him?
You might go to rail.
Will you let me?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, you're a legend.
11.
11.
Oh, shit, 10.
So on a 10, you think you see Harbeck. You see, it's more that you see Terrail running away.
Okay.
You see a dwarf sort of like figure, almost in shadow, because of the moon. But Harbeck, you look down. You don't see all these people the other side of the hedge, but you see Nara like proper stealthing along the side of the hedge.
Bye, guys.
The second he sees her, he's just like, "Oh, Stone, come on, kid!
Yeah,
I told you to stay put for 10 seconds."
She's gonna... I think she sees this person that looks like Harbeck, and she's gonna look up for a bit. I think they realize that the eye contact there, and at that eye contact with the recognition.
Yeah, I can tell it's you, so I would assume.
She's gonna take just a scrap of paper out of her bag, scribble down that's like, what do I know what exit or entrance they were going into?
You can probably guess it's by the kitchen entrance, like a servant's entrance, rather than anything else.
I just like, was that person moving at all?
They were not moving.
No.
It's like they were fairly limp. They were literally just being carried.
Okay. I write down group of people. Like, do I know how many people there were?
It looks to be there were maybe 6 or 7.
Okay. It's like, all right, group of 7 carrying body through kitchen entrance. And I tie it around the arrow and I fire an arrow to the balcony.
Yeah, you can do that. And is this the one with the ribbon on? Or...
I'd say I would have used that ribbon as well.
Yeah.
Like, I have more ribbon.
Yeah, so Harbeck, this arrow comes and just misses you. It's very well placed, and it sort of it makes your drink knock as it lands by your hands.
You can, like, as you are
trying to kill Harbeck.
as you're writing all of this and like tying it around the arrow, Harbeck's just like, no. He kind of like steps away from the ledge and then still just like, oh my god. All right. And so he takes it and he reads it and he's like, oh, okay. All right. And he crumples it up and he puts it in his pocket. And he looks at the arrow, and then he's like, and he just kind of like he snaps it,
Toss it back.
and then he takes both halves and kind of just tucks it into his belt, and heads back into the party and looks for everyone else.
You could
Yeah,
probably.
no, sorry.
Sorry, but where is everyone else in this party?
I'll still be trying to get Huldra to, engage with the local nobility.
Huldra is drinking.
After talking to that one lady, I was probably wandering around trying to find Ariana again.
And I sent Terrail to Huldra. So I just kind of spot Terrail moving through the crowd and then follow him to where Huldra and Gersgeard are.
Huldra is probably quite visible.
Yeah. And I come up to Gersgeard and Huldra and whatever group they're in, and I give like a soft bow, and then look to Gersgeard and I say, a moment of your time, my lord.
Oh, excuse me, milady. Ufkarak wouldn't interrupt me unless it's important.
And this woman nods, and if anything, she looks relieved.
Can I hang on a minute? Can I make some sort of communication roll or something? Because Good's fucking charming.
Roll charisma.
Give me that communication.
There is no charisma.
No, but an equivalent.
Communication.
Communication? I've got communication. We can do that. 13.
Yeah, she's not like fanning herself at seeing you, but she's sort of. It was a delight to speak with you, Duke, and I hope we do again very soon.
Remember the Darkspawn are coming.
I will.
Harbeck sort of turns in so that his back is to her, cutting her off from the circle, consisting of him, Huldra, and Terrail, and Gersgeard. He says, all right, well, so Nara is already outside in a garden somewhere making trouble. It's been 5 minutes, but...
It's a record for her. She's the last of one.
But apparently, there's sort of some skullduggery going on down there. Looks like a couple folk are smuggling a body through the kitchens. And we don't have eyes on Ariana, so I think we need to check this one out.
I see them huddling up and I approach the group.
Where is Ariana supposed to be right now?
Ariana was taken into a meeting that Terrail was not invited to. Trouble's with her, but he is a dog. So...
Well, do we do this as a party or do we split up? I mean, it seems to me like we need eyes on the kitchen, preferably an eye on the exit, and an eye on that meeting room.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we need to get to where this body is, find out who it is and what's going on. Chances are, if it's not Ariana, then I can't say I care too much. If some more lesion nonsense, but...
The body that they were carrying, did it look... Because Ariana's a big woman. Did it look her size?
Is Nara here with us?
Nara is not with you.
No, it's not with us, but like, for Nara, did it look like her size?
There was no sign that this was Ariana. There was no armor. This was not a large, tall woman.
Okay. Alrighty.
The way I see it, I can invite myself into the meeting with Ariana. I'm a prince, I can be a dick and get away with it.
Yeah, that you certainly can and have. I think that is a fair play.
I'll check out the kitchen.
Perfect. Terrail, go with Huldra.
I I think we'd be foolish not to use Harvey, or we know you have some experience with sneaking and stuff. And that bow.
Yeah, you guys want me to follow the body?
Yeah, if you want to, you know what, Harvey, you go down there, meet up with the kid, so she doesn't get herself killed. The two of you tail them. Does that work?
Will do. She
Thank you.
finishes her drink and heads out.
Slams it and just heads out. And Harbeck's like, all right. And he like looks at Graysgear and he looks at Huldra and he looks at Trail and he's like, okay, so you're here, you're there. And then he just stops and he's like, oh, well, wait, well, what do I do?
Get yourself over by the kitchen exit.
Okay, all right.
Pretend you snuck out to use your pipe or something, you know.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Good luck, I guess.
Before we do this, does anyone notice us talking, and is anyone looking to see if we're gonna leave?
People might be looking at you and the fact that you've all congregated together, but they're not listening.
Let's end this conversation with a posh laugh. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah!
There you go.
we all split up. Probably.
If anything, you have just attracted so much.
I'm just really glad Nara's not there.
Yeah. Harvey, you can make your way out into the gardens. And Nara, you can see Harvey come down those steps.
We've hit 10 retweets, so we do also have a trinket.
Okay. So Guzgid 1, Nara 2, Harvey 3, Huldra 4, and Harbeck 5. So could Harvey, I did say Harvey tonight, yes, roll a 1d100, please.
Okay. 100. 64.
Perfect, thank you. Yeah, Nara, you see Harvey walking down.
I think as soon, just to the edge of the garden, how far, of a brisk walk is it? Because I think after she's fired that arrow, she's making haste because she has something she needs to do. So she's made haste just to the edge of the garden to just tie another ribbon around an arrow and then just fire it off into a tree and trust that it'll be safe.
Yes, you can do that. And you can approach quite quickly if you're in a hurry, you're not seen.
Yeah.
You see Harvey coming down the steps, and this is coming back towards, so as you come down the steps, round the corner and across, you know that's where they've just taken this body.
Yeah.
Hey kid, where'd they go?
I point out the door just quietly, just hand gestures. It's like there's about 7 of them. One Orlesian voice. All the others sound a bit much too gruff for it. At least one elf. One. Did I recognize any weapons on them when I saw them?
If anything, you thought maybe the elf was a servant being told what to do. You didn't necessarily see any big weapons or anything.
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, couldn't too far away to catch any weapons on them, but they were speaking. They were in a hurry, and they had someone who, I'm not sure if they were dead or unconscious, but they were carrying someone in binds, the head covered. So.
All right. Are you busy? You gonna stay behind?
I trust that my deed is done for now. So.
All right.
I don't want anyone coming in there alone.
All right, then. I'll take the lead. I'll step forward, and I have my dagger ready, and I get into creep mode.
Yeah. I have my bow, and I am also into creep mode.
And you can sneak round to this door. And this door it's not locked. You can see a couple of servants stood outside, sort of chatting. But other than that, it doesn't seem to be too guarded.
Are there any other doors through here, and also any trapdoors at all?
There doesn't seem to be any trapdoors. However, you can see a window around the side.
Is that alrighty? Is that the only other way they could have gone?
It seems like they went through this door.
Okay.
But these servants don't seem too bothered by it.
Alrighty.
Are these two servants male?
There is one male and one female. They are both elves.
We should make some noises and distract them.
What kind of noises?
Anything. Sexy ones.
Oh, no. I don't want to act that out. Like, out of character. I don't want to roleplay that.
No need. Harvey just starts screaming very strange, vaguely sexual, kind of animalistic noises, like throwing her voice into the bushes behind the building and trying to get their attention.
Yeah, could you roll something?
Oh my god. I mean, part of me thinking that I probably should have done it because I have a skill in persuasion.
It's gonna be deception that I'm using.
Yeah.
No.
10.
On a 10, these sounds come from, like, effectively a bush. You sort of throw your voice into a bush behind you, and you see these elves very awkwardly, like, look around. And one of them flushes red for a second, and it's like they try to ignore it. But after a while, they're just like, and they open the door and they go in.
Nice. All right, let's sneak up, see if we can hear anything closer inside the building.
Alrighty. Nara will stay close to Harvey, but she's got that ear out listening, as she always does. She's got her bow knocked and ready to go.
Did you say that there were no windows on this building, just the doors?
There was a window. There was one big window, which was further around the corner. So there's the door here, and then you go around the corner, and there was a window. You could see the light coming through it.
Okay, you take the door. I'm gonna go look through the window.
Yeah, she nods, and she'll actually she might. No, she'll keep her bow up and just head towards the door, and she's gonna listen at it first to see if there's anyone else inside.
Yeah, can you roll me a perception check, please, with your hearing?
13.
On a 13, you can listen to this door, and it sounds like there's some people in there, but it sounds a lot like pots and pans and clanking. You can hear someone shouting orders. There seems to be like a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And Harvey, if you go round, there seems to be a door off of the kitchen. You can see through a doorway and see this kitchen. But here, with this window, you can see what looks like steps going down, like the beginning of a cellar. You can see lots and lots of shelves piled up with all manner of food.
Okay. Around back the corner to Nara. Doesn't look like there's anyone straight into the entrance. There's some other back room or kitchen or cellar of some kind that they're doing something in, but we might be able to sneak in a little more.
Alrighty. Peering in, do these people look just completely occupied?
Yeah, these look like you can see so many elves in here doing loads and loads of cooking and cleaning and being rushed off their feet. There's someone shouting orders to them and basically kicking them out the door with trays of these hors d'oeuvres and these fancy foods that you've seen.
Alrighty. Think we can sneak past them?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Did I see anything like a coat rack or anyone's belongings hanging somewhere?
It's not necessarily a coat rack, but there are things that look like maybe some aprons and some other things hung up that people seem to be going backwards and forwards to get in bobs.
Okay. Harvey's gonna take off her fabulous hat and start to back into the building She's gonna tell Nara, I heard somewhere once, and it's worked for me on several occasions. If you walk backwards into somewhere, it's less obvious that you're sneaking in. Let's give it a try.
And then Nara kind of looks at you for a bit, and she's like, sure. And she's gonna follow suit. But she's gonna be like, try and be really quiet about it.
Yeah, definitely sneaking, but still walking backwards through the store.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That was
can you both throw me a deception as you're trying to...
deception. Okay.
Deception.
I don't think I have an ability in that, but I'm pretty good at communication stuff. So that is communication, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 12 for me.
Also me.
Also a 12. Okay, so how are you doing this? Are you walking
we're
backwards?
just like Scooby doing it.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much like as if I'm a waiter and I've got stuff on me and I'm coming in to grab a new apron because I ruined my last one. I'm coming in backwards, shuffling, covering my face, moving things around, quickly grab an apron, throw it on, and go down the cellar steps.
Yeah, you can put on this apron, and as you back up, you sort of grab a crate. You can swing around, grab a crate on the way out, and a similar thing to Nara. And people are so busy, they don't seem to notice you. They don't. The doors, and you actually see an elf walk past. You go, sorry, excuse me, as they walk out the door again.
Nara's watching Harvey do this with just a look of awe on her face. And once they get into the cellar, she just kind of quietly whispers, like, you have to teach me that.
No lie, I have tried to do this in real life at Comic-Con in San Diego.
I want to see that.
Did it work?
It did not work.
No!
But I got very close.
Oh my god!
So you can move down into the cellar and you can see the steps that seem to go further down, and it looks like just more cellar. This is big, this is huge. And you get down to one of the lower levels, which is a huge sort of concrete floor, wine bottles everywhere, and a trap door on the floor.
Mm.
No one else in this room?
There is no one in this room.
Give me a moment. I'd like to just kneel down. I'd like to put my ear against the trapdoor.
Yeah, can you roll a perception for me, please?
Okay. 13.
On a 13, you can hear people talking, very much like the ones from the other side of the hedge. You can hear them arguing a little bit.
Okay.
And you can hear them, it's like they're struggling to carry what they're carrying.
Okay. I look up at Harvey and just point down. It's like same voices. I hear.
Let's lift this thing up a bit. Try and open the trapdoor slowly.
You can do
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna put my bow and stuff away, but I've got my hand just ready on my gauntlet. And as we lift this up.
You lift this up and you see almost like a ladder or stairs down into this darkness. And it's more like a dully lit room, but it is cold. You get like a gush of air.
Mm-hmm. Is it like a hallway leading out where the voices are farther down, or are they like we can see the people?
You can't see the people, you can see a light. You can see what maybe
Does
is
it
like a lantern.
look like a torchlight? Yeah. Does it look like it's moving away?
It's moving away. It's not coming closer to you.
Okay.
But it's going down these steps, almost like a spiral staircase.
I looked
Okay.
at Harvey. I was like, what do you think? Should we inform the others, or should if we let them go now, then we might not see them again, but it's a risk.
I'm willing to keep going. If you want to stay up top side and go find the others, it's fine with me. Maybe you can find the way out of here and meet us on the other end.
I don't feel right having you go alone. As much as I
that's
trust your ability. As much as I trust your ability, I think safety in numbers is key.
Well then, looks like we're going down.
Alrighty. Let's do it.
All right.
And you head down into this
Always
darkness.
stealthy.
And you-
Always stealthy.
you
Always
can-
listening.
It's always stealthy, always listening, and you can head down into this darkness. And oh my god, you scared the life out of me, but thank you.
Tense.
You walk further and further down, and the walls seem a bit not damp, but they haven't seen sunlight in a long time, so they feel very cold. And as you walk further down, you find a few corridors that look like cells along the way. You can guess this is probably the palace's holding chamber. And you can see a door in front of you, just slightly ajar. And you see that dwarf walk past holding this lamp. Just get it done and then we can go. And you hear what sounds like a barrel being rolled.
I'll put him in the barrel. Have they gone in, like into that door, or are they standing guard
they're
out?
the other side of this door. It's like you're seeing that tiny glimpse of them through this crack in the doorway.
Okay.
Are all these cells closed and locked up with things or people inside them, or is there any empty ones?
You can't see any at the moment. It's like you're looking through this door, so you can see some, and you think you can hear some people in them, but they're not kicking up like a big fuss or anything.
Okay. I say let's hang out here for a second and see if we can hear these people leave or if they talk anymore.
Good idea.
I need you to both roll me a perception check, please.
Okay. Got my hearing on it?
Yes, you can do.
17.
Ooh, a
Oh, no.
6. But I got
Oh,
double,
no.
does that matter?
So on a 17, you can hear them sound like they're moving things about, maybe picking up a barrel. You can hear keys go into a lock. You can hear whimpering. Harvey, you don't hear anything. You feel strange. You feel confused, almost like as if you've drunk too much, like your head starts to spin. And you feel a little bit sick all of a sudden.
Oh.
I think Nara's quietly listing off the things that she hears, and it's like keys are locked, like the person's alive, the whimper, and she looks up. It's like, Harvey, are you okay?
Yeah, shush. Just give me...
like in a normal tone of voice, just shush. You're being too loud, Nara.
She's just trying to keep her balance for a second and breathe through the nausea.
Yeah, you sort of like have to put your hand up, and the cold war is actually very soothing. As you feel
Nara's
very,
like
very hot suddenly. And Nara, you hear a door, one further in the other room, open and close.
Okay.
It's like they've left.
Okay, so the voices have stopped?
The voices have stopped.
Okay.
Harvey, you still hear voices.
Bitch! Yeah, Nara's saying it's like, well, they're gone now. I think we can keep going.
No. There's someone still around.
I don't hear anything, I assume.
You hear nothing.
It's like, no, Harvey, they're gone. There's and I think she actually stops and listens because like she trusts Harvey. She recognizes that this woman has a lot of experience behind her, and like she would trust her over her own, like over Nara, Nara stuff, and she's listening hard and can't hear anything.
Really, you hear absolutely nothing at all. You can hear whimpering a little bit.
Okay.
But you don't hear the voices you were hearing outside.
Okay. She's like, Harvey, I can't hear anything. They're gone.
Oh, maybe it's my own stomach I'm hearing. I don't know. Take a peek. See what you see.
Sure. Are you gonna be alright out here?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm not moving.
Okay. Nara's gonna sneak in and just have a look.
Yeah, you can sneak in. And the room is empty. The room is completely empty. There seems to be some cells along the side, completely like with wooden doors, just with bars on the top. You can see a table and a chair, just a standard wooden one, and a lamp set atop of it, and barrels, like piles up. You can see one cell is open, and it looks like they've started to put some of the barrels in there as well.
Do I hear that whimpering?
You do hear that whimpering. You're not too sure exactly where it's coming from.
Can I pinpoint it? Can I just take a moment, close my eyes?
Perception.
19.
Yeah, on a 19, this whimpering, you almost become fully attuned to it. And you can hear it's through not another door, but maybe in one of the end sort of cells.
I'm gonna just... Did you say that there was a lantern on one of the things?
Yeah, there's a lantern. There's a lantern. It seems to be the only thing really lighting this room fully.
Can I go to the cell first that I hear it from and just see if I can see anything? If I can't, then I'll bring the lantern over.
Yeah, you can't really see... Without the lantern, you can't really see into the cell itself. So if you take the lantern over, you can see a small figure huddled, head down, in the corner, almost like a blanket over them. They're sort of turning away from this light. Barrels still in there. They seem to have been put where every gap they can find.
Yeah. No, I was going to crouch. Do I recognize the human, elven, dwarf?
It seems to be an elf. You can guess this is probably one of the elves that they were carrying in.
Yeah. She just crouches down and she's like, hey, it's okay. Are you alright? And she's calling, like, very, very, very gentle tone of voice.
Yeah, there's
like,
no response. It's like this person is almost rocking themselves. I
want him to look up, but I think I know what I'll see. Can I look at this lock and see?
Yeah, this is a pretty standard lock. It's heavy, but it's a standard lock at the end of the day. And Harvey, you can probably come into this room now. And again, you see the same thing. These barrels piled up everywhere, these cells, and you can see Nara and this lantern.
I approach Nara. So, what's... Wait, do I hear something?
Well, I think I found the person they were bringing in. Just gesture to this poor soul in the thing. Say, are you good with picking locks?
Oh, well, maybe.
Both of us just like, well, what can we do?
What would that be? I don't have a...
I know it has a fancy name in this. It's like legend or something. It starts with L.
But when...
Yeah, legerdamine or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never seen that word before. Why? Just say lockpicking. Sleight of hand. Christ. Dragon Age. What is this?
I mean, I don't have like a specific talent in it, but I can try.
No, yeah, go for it.
What do I roll for that? Just 3d6?
Yeah, just roll me 3d6.
All right.
And dex, yeah, if you could put dexterity on there.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, well, that's good. Got plenty of that. 11.
Yeah, on an 11, it takes you a bit of time, this lock. You've still not been feeling 100%, and you're you're slowly working this lock. And Nara, while she's doing this, because it takes a fair few minutes, is there anything else you want to do?
I might just have a quick look at the other cells. Quickly, just have a listen in to see if there's anyone else in any of these other cells.
Again, in these cells, there seem to be a lot of barrels. There seems to be some straw and some stuff like that. It looks like maybe someone was here at one point, but maybe it's been moved or something to that effect.
Some of the barrels that are around that I can reach, can I just give them a quiet knock, hear anything, see if if I can hear anything inside them?
Yeah, you sort of reach
if
out
I hear it hollow.
And it's not hollow, there's definitely something in there.
Can I open one of them up?
Yeah. Can you roll me just 3d6 straight up?
Just a 3d6? Alrighty. Ooh, the duality of man. That's a 13.
13. You sort of get your knife underneath there, and you can sort of prise up with where the nails and everything, and you
Oh, the cool ornamental knife, yeah.
open, and you can take the lid off, and this radiant light of red comes out of this
I do like it because no one has informed Nara of the red lyrium.
You
Do
can
I get-
guess this is barrels and barrels and barrels full of red lyrium.
Would Nara have any idea what this stuff is? Like, throughout merchant?
No one knows what red
No
lyrium
one knows. No one would, like, no stories from it. She's a
As
dumbass. You'd probably
you
pick it
know
up.
looks like blue lyrium. You know.
Yeah.
Blue
Yeah, I know blue lyrium.
Dwarves, and as soon as you open this barrel, your head is flooded with whispers.
Okay.
You hear voices and
Okay, so it's an immediate this is bad kind of deal. Yeah.
You hear all these voices, and Harvey, as you snap the lock open and that barrel lid comes off at the same time, the person within the cell just starts to scream.
Oh, Nara's just got the lid back on. Just Jesus.
And we're going to hop over to Guzgid, Huldra, and Harbeck. What are you guys doing?
Gersgerd has gone to where the meeting is with Ariana, and then Harbeck, Huldra, and Terrail are all in the kitchens.
Okay. So those outside of where Ariana is, it's quite obvious they've gone into a room. You can see it's sort of slightly off. You have to go down a long corridor, but it's obvious. It's not like they've hidden it away. Are you just standing outside?
Oh, no. Huldra is just gonna take... Oh no, what's his name again? The little boy.
Terrail.
She takes his hand and like, can you lie?
No.
He looks up, he's like,
I'm not supposed to.
Fair enough. We're gonna lie. Come. And I just walk straight into the kitchen.
yeah, you can walk straight into this kitchen.
Oh wait! Before she puts her hand on the door, I'm like, I got a better idea. And she takes a little wine of glass and splashes it like a big wine stain on the boy's little clothes.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh no.
Now we don't have to lie, and now we can walk in. She walks in.
Harbeck is with you too in this, and he's just kind of following along behind, like, all right, well, that's a new one.
And she just walks straight in and tries to find like the exit or the door. So something really.
and you can walk into this kitchen. It's busy.
Yeah.
You have to go down some stairs to get into this kitchen. But it is just busy. You can smell food, you can smell like all these drinks. It's a really sort of a perfumed aroma going around, and you can hear voices being shouted. You can see some people get shoved past you, sending drinks and more food out. But other than that, it's a kitchen, and Terrell is looking a little bit upset. I think these are probably the finest clothes he's ever had. Throwing wine over them.
Don't worry, we're gonna sort it out.
And he's just
Pat,
like,
pat.
What did I have to lie about?
Oh, nothing now.
Oh.
and he sort of pauses. And as you both stand in the kitchen, you see a man fairly well dressed. He's sort of leaning against one of the walls, and as like people are walking past, he's swiping stuff off the trays. And he sort of sighs a little bit and looks around and sees you. He's like, "Ah, what are you doing in here?"
Oh, don't worry, we're just gonna sort him out. And I gesture towards the wall.
He had a
Oh.
little spill, little guy.
Poor boy. Let's see if we can go get you something, shall we? And he sort of looks. Would you like to come with me? I'm sure I've got something the boy can wear. I can't do parties, so.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't really care for parties myself.
Uh,
Yeah,
Cordelius Draken. It's fantastic to meet you.
Harbeck Uthgarok. It's a pleasure. This is my friend Holdra, and our serving boy Terrail.
Hello, Terrail. No offense, never really cared much for serving boys. You're just a boy in my eyes, so come on then, let's go sort you out. And he sort of takes him by the shoulder and leads him out. And this guy, he's quite broad, he's quite tall, he's got blonde hair, half of it tied up into almost like this ponytail type thing. It's not typical Elysian look. In fact, he looks like he's wearing more Ferelden style clothes. He's got leather armor. But he does have a lot of furs around him. And could you roll me a perception check, please?
I can.
Perception plus 1. Ooh, 10.
13.
13 and a 10. You recognize this accent almost. This is Tevinter. This is a Tevinter accent. And he's smiling and he's walking, he's leading you out, and he's leading you not back the way you came, but there seems to be another door off to the side, which it takes you up a separate staircase, but you can look down over the ballroom. You're being taken up higher. And there are all these doors on this balcony all the way around. And he's sort of like, in here. And he opens a door into this lavish room, this huge room. There is a huge bed, there is a huge wardrobe. And he sort of almost drags Terrail over to this wardrobe and opens it up. He's like, oh, you're rather small, aren't you? And sort of starts like going through some of these sort of tunics and things like that. He's like, you won't mind wearing one of mine, will you? And the Terrail's just like shaking his head, looking at you nervously as this person just takes his jacket off and starts pulling another very over the top white embroidered jacket over the top.
Well, that's...
It's laced with black all the way around, gold decoration and a white base. So, yeah, that kind of works. And then he sort of like gets this belt and really pulls it in on Terrail. Well, you're here with the Idukan, aren't you?
Yeah, we're here with the Idukan. That was very helpful of you. Thank you.
No problem at all. You're guests.
Yeah, we are. What about yourself?
What about myself?
Aren't you a guest as well?
Oh, no, sorry. I always get told off for this. And he bows to you and holds himself as due. I am Emperor Cordelius Draken. It is very nice to meet you. I'm not one for parties.
Harbeck just kind of freezes, and then he's like,
Yes,
right.
I know, I'm Tevinter. We get a bad rap. Like, and he sort of chuckles at that.
Harbeck kind of takes off his mask and his hat and kind of runs a hand down his face, and he says, you're a pretty forward guy for an emperor.
Should I not be? I'd also like to metagame a little bit here. This is the first ever Emperor of Orlais.
Oh, okay.
There's never been an Emperor or an Empress before.
Okay.
There's always been stuck-up Orlesians.
Yeah.
There's never been an Emperor.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. This guy is kind of new money, kind of like a certain party member that we have. He said, Harbeck looks at Holdra and Terrail, and then he... What is his name again? What is this emperor's name again?
Cordelius Draken.
Cordelius Draken, okay. He looks at...
I get it. I'm Tevinter. I've got a... My father is a very well-known mage in the Imperium. I get the shade that I get, so it's fine. But if it makes you feel better, I cannot stand Orlesian parties and dignitaries. I am here because of the Chantry. The Chantry of Light. We must spread the word.
Harbeck looks at Holdra, the Kunari, and then kind of looks down at himself and at Cordelius, and he's like, "Yeah, the light. That's the Chantry. Everybody loves that stuff. Well, I am here with Idukan to discuss the blight that's growing in Ferelden."
Yes, this is something I will be addressing the ball with later. People just don't take it as seriously it needs to do as they need. We need more followers of the Chantry. We need to spread the light so that... I'm not sure how much you know, but we have lost all contact with the Grey Wardens. We have no contact in the Anderfels, and as a Tevinter, that's quite a big thing. Like, as he sort of scratches the back of his neck awkwardly, I'm looking to send some people out there to try and find out what on earth is going on.
You're telling me we have Orlay's lost contact with the Anderfels and with all of the Grey Wardens, and we're in the middle of this ball right now?
You have to speak their language, otherwise they don't listen. They're Orlesians.
Yeah, I've heard that said quite a bit tonight. Well, shit.
My point exactly.
So you're mustering forces to go head into the Anderfels, search for the Grey Wardens?
I want people to go out there to find out what's going on. Someone needs to find the Grey Wardens, because Grey Wardens, well, a blight without Grey Wardens, and we're in real trouble. I don't care what the Imperium say, they caused this problem. They cannot undo it.
Yeah, that's fair. You, You and Tevinter when, never mind. We were actually, trying to find a friend of ours. Last we saw them, they had head into the kitchen. And then we had this whole snafu with the kid. I appreciate you cleaning him up, but I think we need to get back to that.
Yes, of course. Who are you looking for? Maybe I can aid you.
He's like, oh shit. Harbeck just kind of freezes, and then he's like, he looks at Holdra and he's like, oh, it was Holdra's friend.
Oh, you mean Ariana?
No, not Ariana. We know where Ariana is.
No, she's the one we're looking for.
Oh Lord.
And he looks at you, he's like, she is in the meeting room currently. In fact, he sort of looks, there's like, I really should be in there. And he's like, they're gonna kick my ass again.
No, you don't understand.
No, it's fine. You head on down to the meeting. We will take our spruced up boy, thank you. He looks phenomenal. I love this jacket that belongs to the Emperor. And we'll just head on back. Thank you for your kindness.
I have to run, and he literally just And as much as he sounds like he needs to hurry, you can hear him sigh at the thought of a meeting and slowly trudges down the stairs.
Harbeck looks at Holdren and he's like, what did we just walk into? What was that?
I honestly don't know. I never heard of an emperor before in Tarinta.
This is the first one that I know about, but I did not. He looks down at Terrell and he's like, how are you doing?
And he's quite wide-eyed. He's like,
I'm wearing an emperor's jacket.
You are a small emperor, yes.
Yes, you are a, like I said,
he's
tiny emperor.
Like,
And Huldra is like, my lord, and takes his hand and starts to walk away. Let's go.
Yeah, we need to get back to the kitchen stat and see if we can.
We need to find
Well, we need to know where that body was. Who knows
Yes.
what Nara and Harvey are into right now?
It sounded like they went into the kitchen with them, so I guess they can't hide a body like in the kitchen. There has to be somewhere else. We just need to keep a lookout on the way back and just casually stroll through.
Holdra, look at me. We're just gonna go into the kitchen. We are not gonna splash wine on anyone. We're not gonna talk to any more emperors. We're just gonna have a look around like we own the place. You gotta just, you set it down. People can't technically, tell us we can't be there because everyone in there is servants. So just play it cool and we'll be fine. All right?
Okay.
Okay. And we head back to the kitchen.
we're gonna hop over to Guzgid. Where is Guzgid right now?
Well, I'll be on my way to that meeting room, and I'm not gonna knock or anything. I'm just gonna stroll right in.
Before you do stroll in, you are strolling fairly, sternly towards this with purpose.
He'd probably be looking a little whimsical. He's trying not to look like he's marching to break up a meeting and will snag a glass of wine and do the pointy finger gun someone on the way. Yeah. Hey!
And before you do, it's like, excuse me, Idukan, may I speak with you?
Who is it?
You turn around to see that mage, the one dressed in black, the suit, the one speaking to Ariana beforehand. Everything, hair is waxed over very smartly, so is the moustache, the beard, everything. So,
Good evening. I don't think we've met yet.
good evening, Idukan. And he sort of bows, and you see the staff on his back. It's like, I am Atronus Cassius, right hand of the Emperor and the Divine. I believe your friend is in there. to
Right
be
hand
my
of two
partner.
people.
Yes,
That's kind of
I'm
like
very-
putting all your eggs in one basket, don't you think?
I'm very good at what I do.
Well, you must be.
And he looks to you and says, would you care to accompany the meeting with me?
Certainly, let's go.
They are almost over. They must be concluding. And he opens the door after you.
Thank you.
And you step in, and there is just a huge table at the center of the room. And there seems to be some very well-dressed people in here. And you can see Ariana stood very smartly at the side in her armor, nodding. It's like she's being given orders rather than, she's listening to what she's doing. And you can see Trouble puffed out, sat next to her, definitely not letting go of her side. And just slightly behind you, before the door closes, you hear, "Wait, sorry," and another man runs in and closes the door. "Sorry, I know I'm late." And you see them all turn and bow. It's like, "Emperor, we have been waiting for you." It's like, yep, I know. And he's trying to, I just had to sort something out in my room. And he straightens himself out. and goes and takes a seat and puts his boots on the table. You can see that Cassius sort of looks at him at the side as if it's impolite, and he slowly puts his boots back down again.
Guzgid looks at the Emperor like, this guy, I like him.
This Emperor, Emperor Cordelius Draken says like, Ariana, it is fantastic to meet you. I know your brother. The Elston is a good, strong family, which is why I've called you here. We want you to join a very efficient group, something it is we want to start up, maybe help gain some control over this chaos, if you are willing. And Ariana glances back to Guzgid and sort of gives a half smile that he's there and nods to Cordelius. Yes, I would be honored. Good. And he sort of like claps his hands together and says, is that all you need me for? And you see Cassius step forward again. Sir, please, we need to discuss the blight. And he's like, oh gosh, yes, that awful thing. I thought we'd already decided we were going to send a group out to go find the wardens and scout out the Anderfels. We haven't seen, we're doing something about that, right? And he sort of looks out. He's like, I'd go out there myself, but they won't let me. Like, as he looks over to Ariana and Guzgid.
A small contingent looking for Grey Wardens may not be enough. I've come direct from Orzammar. If I'm not mistaken, Orzamar's been overrun by Darkspawn.
I have heard that, yes. It's more that we need some people, a group of people, clever people, to get in and out.
No, you don't need a clever group of people. I'm telling you that the city of people experienced in fighting Darkspawn for thousands of years has been overrun. You need armies. You need every capable man, woman, and child holding weapons.
And he looks to you and looks to the other, seem to be advisors around the room. We have begun forming our armies, correct? And some of them just nod. I will go to the Anderfels myself. And immediately you see them all go like, whoa, whoa, like you can't, you're too important, you must remain here in Orlais. In Varoyo, you are the symbol of this power. And he's just like, oh, for God's sake, I will go to the Anderfels. I will do what I want. I'm the Emperor, right? I can do that. And he looks over at Guzgid and Ariana and then gives a sort of a smile at Trouble. I know I'm Tevinter. I know that's a problem for some people, as he sort of looks around at the others around the table. I'm not the only Tevinter here, and he sort of again glances back over at Cassius. We know what we're doing, and we're going to sort this blight out. I'd like someone to come with me, others to come with me. We're going to go to the Anderfels, and I want to see what's going on with my own eyes. I want to be able to give word to my armies. The drop of a hat.
Alice, just to be clear, is the Anderfels where we've just come from?
No.
Good.
We will happily escort the Emperor to the Anderfels. Our group has already encountered the Darkspawn once, and frankly, if we got here from Orzammar in this amount of time, I wouldn't be surprised if they're right on our heels. So this place is entirely not safe for any of you. I suggest all of you get the hell out of here, and gather your armies somewhere where you can, fortify a position.
And I Dukan escorting me. Fantastic. And he sort of stands up, claps his hand, he does like a bit of a stretch, and you can see like a ceremonial axe just under this elaborate coat. And he's like, go in the morning. And Ariana bows low. And you can see his advisors behind him talking very hurriedly. They look quite panicked that their emperor has decided he's just going to wander off into the Anderfels. with a new bunch of people. And he looks to you. I need to go make an announcement in the ballroom. Would you care to accompany me?
Yeah, I believe we're also supposed to speak to the Divine at some point.
Oh, yes. She's a brilliant woman. Brilliant. And just sort of like wanders out of this room. He's like, I'm sure we can sort that out.
Look to Ariana, my face like, this is going well.
Yeah. And Ariana's just looks more shocked than you, sort of like she's in Orlais. She's probably used to having to follow all the dignitaries, but everyone around them is very prim and proper, apart from the Emperor. This Emperor just doesn't seem like he wants to be here. He's got the responsibility and he's off. And he heads back out into the ballroom.
Alice, would we even know, our characters, does the Black Divine exist yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Black Divine does not exist yet. And if you go to follow, like Ariana turns to follow, like she sort of whistles slightly and Trouble follows, sort of still doing like that trot that Harbecker's sort of demanded of him. And looks to Guzgid. Are you coming?
I do a quick scan of the room. Does anyone in this room look unhappy with the decisions that are being made?
Can you roll a perception check, please?
I can. 18.
On an 18, you can see Cassius twitch. But he doesn't say anything. It's like he re-holds himself upright, puts a smile back on his face, and goes to follow.
What about Atronus?
Who?
Atronus?
Atronus is Cassius. Atronus Cassius.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's like it's been a revelation. I'm like,
love that you
oh
have
shit.
made 2 people out of
I also thought there were 2 people.
I thought there were 2 people, yeah. Okay.
I was
Sorry.
like,
For once, I actually took a note, and it's just a name on a blank piece of paper, and it's the one I needed.
You're doing amazingly. Great. Okay, so clearly evil. I will leave the room with the Emperor.
The Emperor sort of strides forward, and he's got these furs, these boots on. He's quite a broad man, and he he really throws this door open into the ballroom.
Have you had much trouble with Cassius?
Oh, Cassius, God, no. I've known him almost all my life.
Something's not right.
Oh, he's a grumpy bastard, I'll give you that.
No, in some dwarves we say that you can feel things in the stone, feel it in the metal, feel it in whatever it is you're doing, but my axe is telling me that something about Cassius isn't right.
He doesn't like that I'm part of the Chantry.
Well, I've given you fair warning.
It is appreciated. And he genuinely looks like he's taken it on board. Now, Harvey and Nara, what are you
We're dead.
down in this?
We're dead. So, people are screaming.
So, I imagine I get the thing unlocked. Or whoever is whimpering and is now screaming, I also see a red light from the corner of my eye.
Yes.
I turn around, I see Nara with this barrel. Gonna run to you.
Yeah, no, I think Nara has already put the lid down on the barrel.
Yeah. Close that thing now.
Yeah, you don't have to. She already has. You don't have to tell her twice.
You can feel you now know there are 50 to 60 barrels all squeezed in here, and you can assume they're full of red lyrium.
Does the person keep screaming?
Yeah, they haven't stopped.
She just looks to Harvey. She's like, "What is this stuff?" And as she's going to grab the lantern, she's putting it back where it was, so it looks like they weren't there.
it's something we want to be far away from, and it shouldn't be here either. I don't know how these people got it. I don't know why they're storing it, but I can't trust these people at all now. So I think it's time we get the fuck out of here.
Can I hear anyone coming from the other side of the door, like the way that the other people left?
Could you roll a perception check for me, please?
Hey, when you've got something you're good at, you keep going with it. 14.
On a 14, you hear footsteps. Running. This person is screaming. They're running to find out what it is.
She was just like, people are coming, we need to go now.
Do we recognize the person screaming at all?
Do a perception check if you want.
Yeah, can I do that as well?
Mm-hmm.
Just have a quick glance. Do I recognize his screams? Or their screams? No, let's do this regular. 14 again.
12.
On a 12, Harvey, you don't seem to recognize this person. It is an elf. They seem to be crouched down and just yelling, almost into like their hand. They've got their hands over their ears and their head. And Nara, again, with slightly higher, you hear this screaming, and this person doesn't turn around. They're still sort of faced into the wall. But the screaming stops. And you just hear, Nara? And then you hear those footsteps getting closer and closer, and you can hear yelling, you can hear metal, like armor clanking.
Was it from that person?
What, the voice?
Like that voice, what I heard, was it from that person?
Yes.
I look at how they just go, and I just go to this like, Alia?
And this person still doesn't move, but you just hear, Nara, is that you?
I get in the cage. I get in the cage and turn around, and I just pull them towards me, like see their face.
Harvey, what are you doing as Nara does this?
If Nara's staying to help this person or find out who they are, I'm gonna hide somewhere in like between the barrels or something like that.
Yeah, you can hide in this. So there's so many barrels in here, you could probably duck behind quite a few. And there's like a crash, like you get down just as that split second as these guards come running in. There is a mage behind them, staff out, hands glowing. So I heard that. What was that? And is it spread out? Find them. And people start looking in between the barrels. They move around. They sort of, and they're very close to you now, Harvey. I need you to roll like a. I've completely forgotten the word. Like a stealth, effectively.
Stealth check.
They're about this far away from you. This guard is leaning.
Come on, 11.
On an 11.
My dagger's coming out.
On an 11, you make this guard jump. He's like, over here! And all of the guards turn away from where Nara was. They're not looking in the cell, but they turn and they start running towards Harvey. Harvey, what do you do?
I immediately start playing crazy, like I'm hearing the whispers and like rocking back and forth and holding my ears and like, like they're talking to me, I'm here, what do you want me to do? What do I see? And yeah, talking to the barrels supposedly as if they've drawn me here.
Yeah, they're like, whoa, don't touch her. Like as the mage sort of steps forward and pushes the guards out of the way. Can you do a performance check for me, please?
What is that under?
Communication, I think.
Yeah.
Deception? Oh, I don't have performance then. Okay.
Deception.
Sure. These average rolls, man.
You do, I'm not saying for you to use this, some of you do have re-rolls. Just as a heads up.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
Yes. It's less.
Hey!
Okay, on a
Good stuff.
19, you are rocking. You saw this person in the cell, and you are mimicking them as you hold your hands over your head and your ears, and you are rocking slowly. You shout about the whispers and how you can hear everything, and the guards back up, and the mage looks to you and it's just like, turns to the guards, get out of here, and they all leave as the mage stands there and starts looking at these barrels, making sure they're all still sealed. Right. And he's like, well, I better get ready, and starts walking towards the door. There's one less of them in the ballroom, and opens the door and leaves.
Creeping up out of the hiding space, making sure they're gone.
Alice, who do I have in my hands right now?
You know this person. This is who you think it is. You turn them around, and their face meets yours.
Are they okay?
Their eyes are fine. You see, they've been, like, beaten. They look like they've put up a fight.
Oh,
and
that's
they've
my
been
girl.
brought in here. But there's a red mark just appearing here. And she doesn't seem to be able to focus on you properly. You can guess probably more that she's been drugged rather than being out of it for any other reason. She's just trying to focus.
Alia, no, we have to get you out of here. I can't lose you two. And she takes her cheek and just kind of kisses her on the forehead, and then just tries to hurry her out. It's like, come on, we have to go.
It's like she's dead on her feet. She's all over the place. If anything, you'd say she was drunk. She staggers, and you see her reach for her side as if she's looking for like a knife or something that she may have had on her.
Do I see?
There, and she sort of reaches out and grabs your face. She's like, something bad's gonna happen. They're gonna, the mage, and she sort of drops down to her knees again. And Harvey, you can see this. It's like, there's this. It's gonna happen tonight. It's gonna happen now. They're waiting for the speech.
What are they going to do? Are they using these barrels? Are they saving them for the people in the party?
No, this is something else. This, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it tonight, and there's so many people are gonna die.
Alia, please look at me. And she like cups her head, like trying to get her to look at her, and like you can tell, but like Nara's pretty good at keeping like a straight face. There are tears streaming down her face at the moment, and like she looks like what she is, which is a terrified child. And she's like holding Alia's face. Like, we have to get you out of here, and you have to tell us what's going to happen. And we're going to try and stop it, okay? I promise.
And she's looking at you like she recognizes who you are, but she doesn't think she's awake. She thinks this could be a dream or something like that. She's like, no, is that you? Like, and she's reaching out, and she's just like touching your face, your arms, your shoulders. She's like, did you keep it? Can you still use it? Like, and she reaches to your back where your quiver is.
Yeah, like I have like, if there's a hand on her cheek, she puts like a hand over it. It's like, yes, of course I can still use it, and it was stopped.
We need to go now. There's more to this. They're going to, if they kill the emperor, then we've got nothing.
All right, time to go. And Harvey scoops one of her arms, and we gotta go. We're heading towards the exit.
You can both help her up, but she is pretty useless right now. And you sort of drag her out. Would you go back up the way you came, or would you follow where the mage went?
I say we go back up the way we came because we don't know where the mage went and try and find our party.
Yeah, you could run effectively back the way you came.
Let's book it out of here.
Head up back towards the cellar. And Huldra and Harbeck, you are stood in this kitchen, sort of looking around. You've got Terrell, who's now admiring this new jacket he's got, which is definitely too big, and he's rolled the sleeves up. And you see Nara and Harvey at the back of the kitchen carrying someone and dragging them out the back.
All right, come on. Yeah, let's go.
Harbeck.
Yeah. What's going on?
The Emperor is in danger. Something is going to happen tonight. There's a room full of red lyrium, and we got to get these people out of here.
There's a room full of what?
Red lyrium. Go find the Emperor.
Oh, Christ.
They're waiting for the speech.
For the speech? Who? He looks at this new person.
Yeah,
and he's like, all right, and he just books it back into the hall.
Yeah, Huldra is like, got it. By the way, does Huldra know what red lyrium is?
No one knows what red lyrium is. You all know lyrium. So lyrium is the blue sort of crystal-like version.
Yeah.
Which effectively would give mages their powers, but none of you have heard of red lyrium.
Okay. Yeah, she follows Harbeck close behind.
Yeah,
and I guess
this whole time. Sorry,
I guess she sort of forgets about little boy.
Terrell?
Yeah.
His
She probably
name you can never.
I forget him just as much as I forget his name.
Oh, bless his soul. My son. Alia and Nara are adopting this boy.
I like how Huldra has basically like dragged him over, poured wine over him, dragged him elsewhere, and then left him in the kitchen.
Yeah. I think as they're dragging him out, Nara looks like Nara is in a way that you've never seen her before. As I said, she's always been very good at hiding how she's feeling, very, very level-headed. But right now she looks panicked. She is crying. She is carrying this person out and just muttering. It's like, we're gonna get you safe. We're gonna get you out of here. I can't lose you too.
This person's head is dropped down. They're conscious, but the rest of you can see it sort of lolling. This person is not well.
And they're a dwarf?
No, they're an elf.
Oh, okay.
Can they see their face properly to see?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Are you running towards?
Yeah, we are running towards the Emperor.
Yeah, Terrell is close behind you. He's trotting close behind,
Sweet
and you'll see the person that Nara and Harvey are carrying. Sometimes things drop off them as they're being dragged, and Terrell is walking past them.
Oh, thank you, Terrell, buddy.
Back. And you head.
Say thank you to him.
There's lots of people again. They're sort of looking at you as you storm into this room.
Mm-hmm.
And you enter this ballroom. There is a balcony over the dance floor. And you see the Emperor stood there with Ariana at his side. And Guzgid, where would you be? Oh, and you can see Trouble sat right beside Ariana.
Well, if the Emperor hadn't seen me away, I'd be right next to the Emperor, I guess.
You'll probably be next to Ariana at the closest, as Cassius stands the other side of the Emperor.
And
he stands there and he welcomes. He says, "Welcome, friends. I hope you're all having and you can see a slight twinge, a wonderful evening. But there are more important things afoot." You see everyone sort of stop and turn and look up. We have a blight among us. I know we thought the first one was the last, and it is not something we can ignore. I need you all to come together and reach out, join the Chantry of Light. Listen to Divine Justinia. Listen. And he continues sort of talking about the divine, and how reaching out to the light will save them all, and how he sort of stumbles over his words. He's not a speaker. He is someone who takes action. I will be headed out to the Anderfels myself to try and solve this problem. I will not let it reach Orlay's gates. It has already breached Orzamar's. And he gestures briefly to Guzgid at the side. This is not something I will allow. We cannot allow the Darkspawn to take what is ours. It is a blight, it is a death on our land, and it has already reached too far. I wish you to join me against this horror. And you can see lots of people sort of talking and whispering and things like that sort of amongst this. And you do hear like a light clapping from some way, but this is all Legion clapping. It's not like a cheer, it's like a... Yeah, exactly. And it's something that, as a scene, everyone nods and bows towards this emperor. We have fine people at our sides. And he gestures to Cassius, and then once again to Ariana and Guzgid. And Harbeck, you see Trouble sort of try and puff himself out that a little bit more as he stands there. If anyone is really watching this, can someone make me a perception check?
Yes, we were probably during the speech, like, reached... Yeah. Where, are we on the balcony or among the crowd?
A bit of both. It's sort of like you've come out. You're not on the balcony. Guzgid is on the balcony.
Okay. What was it? Perception or...
A perception, please.
Yeah. No, wait. Where is it?
Also, thank you very much to Isriver, who donates a trinket for Travail. And also Nugabert, who resubscribes at tier 1.
Awesome.
Nugabert, you have a reroll to gift.
I'm just going to go for Terrail.
I actually want to use my reroll for this.
Yes, of course you can.
Because I haven't used it for like 3 episodes. So it's...
Yeah, we did all start the episode with 1.
Yeah. Wait. 6d6. That's the one. Okay, so
better.
13. A little bit better.
Those who are looking, you see Cassius nod, and he starts to walk down the steps towards the ballroom, and he bows towards the Emperor. And for a trinket for Terrail, you see as he's helping Nara and Harvey hold up this person, and something falls from her pocket, and he looks at it, confused, but quickly stuffs it in his pocket. It looks to be a piece of material.
Bitch! No longer my son!
This doesn't look like... You will see this, Nara, and it doesn't look like he's doing it because he wants to keep it.
Yeah.
He's doing it because he's panicking because someone might see it.
Yeah.
And...
Oh, Alia, what have you been doing?
And Cassius steps and strides down and turns to look at the Emperor and looks at all of you. This is a worthy cause. A cause to defeat this blight. But you... And there's a sort of gasp around as he points at the Emperor, who sort of actually looks behind him. You have betrayed your roots. You're no Tavinta. You are weak.
I want to attack the mage.
Powerless. The magic from your father's veins has left you. And you can hear these gasps around. And he looks at you. He looks at all of you. He makes eye contact. Tavinta sends its regards. And you start to notice some of the people on the dance floor start weaving through. As he holds out his hands and they glow a deep red. And it's like he holds them down by his side and draws them up from the ground. And these people shift as they seep up from the ground, these huge stretch of almost magma, these fire elemental type things. And you hear everyone scream.
Including Guzgid.
Demon spawn!
And people back away as about 4 or 5 of these people seem to almost explode, sort of swell and become open into these huge hulking magma glowing like figures, long nails, their backs hunched as they reach out. Could you all please roll initiative?
What's the initiative again? Is it
How
just...
do we do initiative in this game?
It's just, we're gonna do just a straight up 3d6.
Okay.
It's rough, however, I will say if some of you are closer to the others, you can take them. God, everyone rolled so good.
Yeah, can I use my reroll on
Yes,
that?
you can.
Balls. Wow. That was a bit better.
So, we've got, it goes. Nara. Okay, could Huldra and Guzgid roll again, just so we can see who goes first out of both of you.
Alice, that sound effect is much louder than anything else in
Is
the
it?
Roll20. I can't hear the music or anything. I've had to turn
Oh,
everything
sorry.
right down for it.
Be that loud, really, but...
They're angry demons.
It's very angry, but drowning everything
Is that
out.
better? Is that better? 'Cause
Am I a DM in this? I am. Where is this demon sound?
You're about to get some Nara, like, character growth, because she ain't fucking running from this one.
There we go. It's okay, I've realised I've got my own,
Sorry, just write this down so we've got it. And we've got... So first attack is Nara.
Okay. I think you see her just gently put Alaya to the side where she'll be safe, like maybe like next to like a pillar or something where she can hide in or something like that. And you see her take her bow. Her usual grip is what you would imagine from a normal person or whatnot. She switches hands and then she's going to use her minor action to aim. So I get another +1 to it. And then she's going to loose an arrow right at Cassius.
Yes.
What do I get for that? So it's plus dex, yeah?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so... Whoa, where's the thing? And then I have a +1 because of the thing. It's a 15.
Yeah, on a 15, you just about hit him. How do you fire and where do you strike him?
I'm aiming for like something... so how's he's got his hands out, like
His hands
raising
are
them
out,
up?
and it's like he's drawing these creatures up. It's like he's really pulling them up out of the ground.
Yeah, I want to shoot out one of his shoulders, so one of the arms.
You
Salter.
shoot him to the side, and you just feel that strike. And you see him waver on one of his hands. And could you roll damage for me, please?
Yes, sure. What damage again?
And
And also, something I haven't been doing is you add your perception for this stuff. But now that she's using her dominant hand, I will. Where is it? Very easy already. So it's a d6 plus 1, then plus a 3. Is that? No, it's not d6 plus 4. Alrighty, 7 damage.
Yeah, you sort of strike him right in the shoulder, and you see 2 of these sort of demons waver as you do this, and sort of not shrink back, but sort of almost flex, like they lose control for a moment.
Yeah. She's just staring this fucking asshole down in the face. She's like, don't fucking touch my girlfriend again. And Lucy gets another arrow ready.
And he looks at you like with a stern gaze.
Nara's fucking meeting it.
And he can't help but smile a little bit. And it is Huldra's turn. What is Huldra doing?
Huldra wants to absolutely Shrek the mage.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna try to use hemorrhage on him.
Mm-hmm.
And did we sort out from last session that if he's gonna roll like a saving throw, or if it's just up to me with a roll?
I think it's you roll, and I'll tell you if you hit effectively the armor class.
Okay. So. Plus. Oh no!
Oh, but doubles.
Doubles, but
So you get a stunt point.
But do I have a reroll left?
You do
I
not.
think you've used them all. So.
I wasted it. Gosh darn it.
But you do get 1 stunt point. You're doing magic, right? So you can do a magic stunt? Worth 1 point?
It has to be a successful.
Yeah.
Ah.
Gosh darn it.
And the rest of you've never seen Huldra. You don't really know she's a mage, and you've
No,
seen
they have.
Yeah, we have. We saw the
Have you?
Yeah,
blood
we saw one
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yes, and you can see the magic start to flicker between the fingertips, but you see Cassius reach out with one hand, and Huldra, you feel like you can't do anything. You're seizing up as you sort of try to control your hands, and he turns like that, almost just to show you, and your hands turn the same as his. It is now Guzgid's go. You are up by the Emperor. As people are going, they are screaming, by the way. They are running to the exits.
And I didn't miss anything. Cassius is still up here with us?
No, Cassius walked down the steps.
Oh, okay. I did miss that. Okay. In that case, I would like to do one of the... How far away down the steps is it? Okay, before I go running off, are there any demons up here with the Emperor?
No, they're literally all down.
Literally all down. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So how far away exactly is Cassius?
I'd say about 15 feet.
Oof. Big time oof. I can't. I don't even know if I can make that with my full speed. Okay. Does anyone know how the speed relates to yards? Like, if I've got a speed of 9, does that mean I can only move 9 yards?
Yes.
Balls. Okay. I don't have one of my fancy throwing axes on me because we came to a fancy gala ball and I only brought a ceremonial axe. So I guess my turn will just be running closer to down the stairs.
Yeah, you can start heading towards Cassius, and it is now Halbeck's turn. And you can hear Trouble barking loudly, and Ariana is drawing her sword.
I am going to whistle for Trouble to join me whenever
Yeah,
his
he
initiative
bounds
is.
towards you.
Awesome. And so I kind of want to meet at the bottom of the stairs with like Geared and Trouble on one side and me on the other side of this mage. And that'll be my movement, which will be my minor action, and then actually as my basically, so what I want to do is just cut him off.
Yeah, so you and Guzgid are sort of coming
moving, yeah.
side of him. You both are sort of slowly coming in to surround him.
And then I'm just going to take the defend action, which gives me +2 defense until my next turn.
Okay. And
yeah.
And now, Harvey, it is your turn. You are muted, Harvey.
You're muted.
Okay, so the main mage guy, who started talking, was he the one from the room downstairs that we saw?
Oh no, that's a completely different one.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna make my way towards him and backstab him if I can.
Yeah, you won't be able to get there straight away, but as you do, you sort of all start to walk into this, and you start to surround this guy. And at the moment, these demons seem to be more of a statement. They don't reach out and attack you as you go past, but they do lunge at you, but they're not grabbing you. You can hear that hiss of that voice.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now Nara's turn again. Oh, actually, no, sorry, it's not Nara's turn. It is Alia's turn, as she sort of slowly tries to stand.
Didn't Harvey take her turn, or was she just moving? Oh, sorry, the turn was moving forward. Okay.
And Terrail, you can see, is helping Alia up. And she stands, and with her bow, looses. This is almost like a disadvantage, is not. Yeah, on an 11, this arrow does not hit. It's like she stumbles as Terrail tries to hold her up, and this arrow sails off, and it sort of goes straight through this demon, and you see it re-emerge the other side on fire. Now it's Nara's turn.
My Goral. I'd like to just kind of blend into the crowd a bit, and I'm gonna do the I have to do a stealth versus a perception contest.
Mm-hmm.
And if I succeed, then I get the backstab on it.
Yes, go for it.
So what's my stealth? So it's a +3. It's a 17.
Oh yes, a 17. Describe how you.
Okay, so she just
And
like I
dragon
think.
die.
Huh? Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, combat stunt.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use that on the combat stuff? Oh, fuck yes. How many stunts can I do?
Up to 4 points. So in the core book or in the quick sheet, you'll see standard stunts,
Yeah.
SP cost.
It's good you're muted. No one
I
knows.
had it open before. Where did it go?
Isn't it
Oh, there
6 points? Didn't we say that the dragon dice is the one that we take the
Oh
points?
yeah,
Yeah, it is. It's 6
My bad.
Point.
So 6 points. So
Okay.
you can do the lethal blow, which is an extra 2d6 damage, or a shit ton of other things.
Alrighty. I'm so what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna use my, I think what he sees is he just sees Nara, and like it's like someone runs in front of her and she's just gone.
Yeah.
And then from the other side of the room an arrow's loosed. And I'm just going to do just 1, 3 plus I'm gonna use my minor action to aim again, so I get that extra +1.
Yep.
Shit. That's okay. I'm going to use 3 of these points, and I'm going to do a lightning attack to attack again.
Yes, go for it.
15.
Yeah, describe this for me. He's not down, but he is injured.
She takes out his other shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
You-
I get 2d6 this time.
Yeah. You take out this other shoulder, and you see again these demons sort of start to weaken and lull. And it is Holdra's turn.
I have 3 more stump points and I want to attack again.
Okay.
I don't think I get the backstab on this third attack though. But with the aim count, does the aim count for all attacks this round? Or
would have said so. I would have
Yes?
said it's between each round that it goes.
okay, wonderful, thank you. So that's 9 damage on that first attack.
Yeah, you see this
Going
Cassius
to hit this one.
takes an arrow after arrow and then another arrow, and you
Yeah.
see one strike him right in the collarbone as he sort of falls.
Yeah, I think that second one got him in the collarbone, like right where that nerve would be, and this last one just Robin Hood straight through it again.
Yeah? Okay.
And I think this would just be the 1d6. I don't think backstab would count for this again. He knows that I'm here.
Yeah. And he's on the floor and he's breathing heavily, but you see him as his hands touch the floor starts to get hot and it starts to glow red.
Also, I just realized that should have been 10 damage, not 9, because I only included perception,
Oh, okay.
and I forgot to include the damage included with the short bow.
Yeah. No
So
worries.
overall, that's
It is.
that's 8 damage on
8
the other attack.
Awesome.
Bitch, don't fuck with my girlfriend.
You are seeing Nara just keep firing these arrows into Cassius. All of you are seeing this. And it is now Huldra's turn.
Now I want to try it again. So what was it? +3. Go. 15.
On a
please.
15 you do hit. Just.
Take that. He showed me how to do it and I'm like, yes, I learned.
For me, please.
Absolutely. I'm just gonna double check.
Yeah, perfect. On 12, how are you doing? Describe what is happening here.
So basically, like, I'm trying to, like, channel my magic, and I literally, like, he showed me how to do it, and I did it better the next time, because, oh my god, am I pissed off at this guy. He thinks he knows magic. No, you don't. So what you can see is, like, you can see the blood through my veins basically pulsing in red, and you can see how from his eyes he's starting to bleed and his nose starting to bleed, and it comes blood from his mouth basically.
Yeah,
Just
and
like-
he's low now, and you can see these sort of demons slowly sort of shrinking back. Not into the ground, it's more they're leaving him and they are sort of spreading off into the actual ballroom itself. It is Guzgid's turn. You are now almost right next to Cassius, and you can see Harbeck coming the other side of him.
Yeah, I think last term I would have taken the aim action as well, when I realised that I couldn't do anything else, because you also get that for melee as well. I just read it up. So this turn I would like to use a all-out attack if I'm within range. I'd
Yes,
like to
you are
go and
within range.
swing with my big old axe, and this will give -1 to my defense, but +1 to my damage should I hit. So hang a minute.
You
Catch
need a
shoot.
14 to hit.
I need a 14 to hit, and looks like a two-handed axe. 3. Yeah. I'm gonna use my reroll. Damn it! Oh wait! Can I take that back? Because I 100% did not add the +1 from the aim to that, so it would have been exactly a 14.
Oh, okay then. If you want this one time.
Yeah, no, I completely forgot. I said I was going to do it, and then I completely forgot about it, like, the
Yeah,
next
didn't I?
You
sentence.
stated you were going to do it. Yeah, on a 14, could you roll me some damage, please?
Yes, I can. 16.
And
Perfect.
doubles. Oh wait,
Yep.
never
As
mind.
attack
That's
roll,
doubles
attack
rolling
roll.
on attack. Yeah, thank you.
Describe this for me. What are you actually doing?
Well, Guzgid is probably only about waist height, so he's just running in and sort of like pivots on his heel and does the big like almost like the start of a whirlwind attack, but he doesn't know whirlwind attack yet, so maybe this is just him developing it as he swings the his double-handed axe into the midriff.
Yeah, you sort of come crashing up, and Harbeck, it is your turn as you come just within range, as you cut him off, as you see Guzgid coming in and just hacking at Cassius.
So Harbeck only has just his hands. He didn't bring a weapon with him. So I imagine like as Guzgid brings this axe in to his midriff, Harbeck's just gonna go for the haymaker to the face.
Yes, yeah, this Cassius has fallen down, and at that moment he looks up at you.
Oh, I'm gonna try my reroll.
Yep.
Oh god!
my
Oh,
god!
I don't want to look directly at it.
Did you add your strength or anything? Can you?
Well, my strength is 3. I don't know how a unarmed one works.
Yeah, bear with us, chat. For most of us, this is the first time we've played this game, so we're just trying to make sure we're doing things right.
But honestly, with like 2 1s and that lower roll, you had to like miss and punch the wall and get like damage yourself. It's
Into the ground.
yeah.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you for suggesting. I appreciate your suggestions.
Don't worry, if I do that, please remind me of that as well. That I like punch myself in the face or something. It's always fun. We just want to have fun here, guys.
Yeah, having fun here, like in this bowl where everything's falling to shit.
Right. So melee attacks do add strength. So the first one might have hit at 14.
Okay. Yeah, on a 14 you hit then.
And then before I roll, I will let us figure out what damage would be for unarmed.
Yes.
Instead of all of the hullabaloo. I mean, I feel like it's probably just 1d6.
I was gonna say, I think that's how I would.
Unarmed.
1d6, or even just maybe your strength modifier or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think we can look it up later, and we can just kind of do D&D rules, which would just be 1 plus strength, so 4 damage.
4 damage. On 4 damage, this guy looks up, and he's pretty bloodied, like his face, and you just wail on him once as he looks back down again, and he hits the floor, and he looks very low. I'd like to point out, people are flooding out of this place. There's barely anyone left as you all face this off, and Harvey, it is your turn.
Well, since he is like I'm assuming on all fours, facing the floor, I'm just gonna take my knife out and go for his back, literally. Backstab him.
Yeah, he's sort of fallen down, so basically he's looked up and Harbeck has just wailed on him in the face, so he's just sort of dropped to the floor. So roll your attack for me, please.
Cool. That's plus it. What do you add for an attack? Is it just your strength?
It's yeah.
It's strength
Yeah,
for melee.
melee is strength.
Okay, then 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Strong.
I forgot to add the 3 in there.
Tell me how you finish him.
Us running up to him with my dagger out pretty much directly after Harbeck punches him in the face. I just kind of jump into the air and with my full weight, both hands on the dagger, into his upper back.
This guy has been completely destroyed. You can see that the Emperor has been ushered out, much to his dismay. He was trying to fight to get back in. Ariana has run down to you all as this bloodied mess on the floor. These fire demons, some of them you see retract into the ground, others you see disappearing. They're leaving this ballroom.
Mm-hmm.
And everything falls still. and you stand in this huge room, this cold floor. There are ash marks where the demons were. Cassius lies face down. Blood everywhere. He's a bit of a paste, actually.
You see one last arrow just thunk into his body from like somewhere in the whole room, and then Nara walks up.
Well, that's the coup de grace right there.
And I'm going to take a super quick bio. I will be back in a second.
Okay.
Because Skid will just sort of shout to everyone.
Well, I think that went pretty well.
Yeah.
All things considered.
You can hear it.
And
Can hear in the back. Huldra is, ah! And she's angry. She lost it. She go and like flips the table, and she goes forward to the mage and picks him up and starts like, what? What are you doing? And she starts screaming in his dead face. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Harbeck just kind of watches this for a moment, and he's like, Holdra, what's going on? Take a breath.
Yeah, Nara's like panting. She's like, hold her, it's over.
She slams him to the ground like.
Just get it out.
she starts to count to 10 again. Like, 1, 2.
Meanwhile, Guzgid will address anyone who's left in the room, you know, like,
ladies, gentlemen, everyone else, children, serving ladies, everything.
Show's over.
If any of you are injured or know any skill in healing injuries, please come and join us in the center now.
And he'll be trying to organize people to get injured people attention, and people who know healing to be giving those people attention.
Yeah. Nara's gone straight to Alia. Once all this is done, she'll go to hold her briefly, just put like maybe like a hand down, not quite touching her, just be like, "It's okay. I'm angry too, but we can't let it get the better of us."
Harvey is probably running around the like trail of the fire demons, screaming at them like, "Yeah, run away! F you! Get out of here!" Like that.
Yeah, you could be chasing fire demons if you want.
Fuck off! This is my house.
Harbeck is scratching under Trouble's jowls, and he's like, "You did so well. I am so proud of you. That was incredible. You did exactly what you were told. You were just, good job."
He's just like enjoying like this scratch as you do it.
Yeah, no, I was taking that moment to just say to Holdra, like, "Hey, like, it's over. I'm angry as well, but we can't let it get the better of us. Just take a few deep breaths.
Okay.
Get some fresh air if you need to."
Okay. Okay.
And
she punches the wall as hard as she can to vent.
And Nara just looks around, and then she rushes to Alia.
Yeah, Alia is out. She is passed out on the
buddy.
floor. And you see the Emperor step forward.
Where's Terrail?
It's Cordelius. And Terrail is there. You can see him sort of peering up over from behind one of the like the pillars as he looks down at you all, and he sort of quickly hurries down to you and stands by Nara trying to help her out with Alia.
Yeah,
like
she's
quick now, and you see these 4 or 5 people come over to you and look at Nara and say, "May we carry her to a room?"
Yes, but I'm coming with you.
Yes, in fact, all of you. And Cordelius is just like, "This way, now," and he hurries off. Back, and Harbeck and Holdra will know in the direction where he took them earlier for Terrail.
Yeah, Nara's like, as they're carrying Ali out, I think she's holding her hand, and they're rushing out, and she's like squeezing it, and they're running as they're running.
On the way there, Huldra just snatched like one last glass of wine and like chugs it.
Yeah,
I
someone-
yell to whoever's in the room, like, can someone get my arrows, please? One of them's ruined. You see one of them is like perfectly like Robin Hood through the center, so
Harbeck is going to walk with Ariana.
Mhm.
Says, just how high up was the mage that we just turned into a puddle on the floor of the grand ball?
And she looks sort of down at you. Probably the highest it can go.
Well, that's
Troubling.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, shit.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I guess the only thing that could save our asses in a situation like this is having saved the Emperor's life, so there is that.
I'm pretty sure he lost his position when he did this to the ball. Like,
Yeah, you
he
would
cannot
think.
be high up.
Holdra, that's not necessarily the way of the world. I'm sure he will obviously be posthumously deposed, but there's still going to be people who side with him, who believe with him, and he's still going to have heritage, which means that his family's going to want recompense.
And
Well-
Ariana looks at you all and says, for him to get this high up and no one to know who he is, there's other people in this.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the other people will know what's coming to them.
Harbeck actually kind of smiles. He's like, yeah, that's, I mean, you're not wrong.
Maybe.
Guzgid will hand over the organization of nobles and people being healed and healing and go and join the rest of his party. He'll hand over the responsibility once they've got a system worked out.
Yeah, there's some, so you can tell that the Emperor has been very quick. You know that this man is more action than words. You can tell this just from the way he organizes his people. And you head up onto this balcony. Out the back, you're nowhere near the ballroom anymore. Up these marble steps towards this line of rooms. And the Emperor quickly opens one of them. And Harbeck and Huldra, you've been in this one before. This is his room. And he quickly looks to those carrying Alia. It's like, in here. And goes and lays her down on this bed. It's like, healer, now, why are you still here? Like, as he's sort of talking to the set that then stand and wait for orders. And he sort of ushers them out the room to go and find a healer.
yeah, Nara's like, I think she's pulled up a chair next to the bed and she's just got her hand and she's just doing this. And you can hear her muttering, just like to, whatever gods are watching over you, please, please.
And you can all see this, and you can, Cordelius is bringing in lots of, like, blankets, sort of bedrolls, mattresses. He's just like, I think it's all good. We stay in one room, don't you? And he starts, like, pulling lots of things in, and he's just like, everyone, settle. I will bring food. I will bring wine. The healers are coming.
I would like a bowl of water, please.
Yes, of course. And
Tell
he
them
said,
to hurry.
"There's also a basin over there, just in case." And he runs.
She gives the Emperor a scared look. It's like, tell them to hurry.
How bad does this person look?
They look more like they've been beaten up. Like they've been beaten up and she's not waking up.
Is that red lyrium
It's
still
like
there?
red lines, so like the veins around the eyes. It looks like it's not on the eyes,
Yeah.
but it's like there's this tiny little, almost like an imprint.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying that Guzgid will do it, but there is a heal action available if we want to try and do some first aid, limited first aid. You have to make a cunning roll, cunning healing roll against a target
and
number of
like-
11.
Who's cunning?
One of the
I'm
rogues.
I'm not too bad at it. I've got a +2.
Yeah, I've got one.
I've got one.
I've got
Okay.
3.
Hey, that's my girl. Yeah, I'd look around at the party and it's like, does anyone know how to just like, does she look
Let-
like she's in pain?
Now let me see what I can do.
evaluate, and that's what I do.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Cure her.
Harvey, how do you come in here?
Officially, it's the dragon die amount of healing, so that's max healing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Harvey, how do you
Nice.
stabilize this person? You don't know.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I've never I've never treated anyone with red lyrium before, and I just imagine that they need to be quieted down in their brain. So I just I patch up whatever wounds and put some kind of like medicine, numbing cream, menthol, whatever on the bruises, but then hands over her temples and just kind of massage them and whisper to her and something like that. She's really just improvising.
Yeah,
Give her some chamomile tea.
Yeah.
Nara, you sit there and you watch Harvey work very efficiently. Like, just there's lots of cuts and scrapes on her, and she's just patching them up. You can see the bruises sort of being seen to, and she just starts whispering words of comfort.
Yeah. I think seeing that, and once it looks like the wounds are patched up, I think Nara will be like, I think I get it now, and she'll like move her hands over to where the temples are and like show that she's okay to take over now that she sees what to do. And she gives Harvey like a very, very grateful look and just a very quiet thank you.
You're welcome.
Would I recognize the coloration by the eyes?
Yeah, you've seen this.
As what happened to Grim, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I pull Harvey and Gersgeard and Holdra together, and I just kind of quietly say to Harvey, I say, you saw a red lyrium down there?
Barrels of it.
Barrels?
There was another barrels and barrels, and there was another mage, probably another higher up, just like this fellow. And they managed to get away. I don't know where, but I imagine they were trying to use that stuff tonight.
Yeah. He looks over at Arlia and Nara and says, I spoke with a man tonight. Had a sort of similar situation. Basically the stuff had completely taken over his mind. To be honest, I don't think he had much time to live from where he was at. If the kid's friends got this, it won't be good.
Wait, is the red lyrium still down there?
I recommend we or the Emperor send some kind of party to go down there and secure it, see if it is still there.
Yeah.
Well, should we do it now?
I don't think we should go near that stuff, to be honest.
I think we bury it.
Yeah, we can do, I don't know, burn it, bury it, whatever, but I don't want to fight more mages with that power.
We're dwarves, surely we have resistance to it, don't we?
Gersgear, have you ever seen red lyrium?
No, but we're resistant to blue lyrium, so doesn't that just make sense? I don't understand magic.
I don't want anyone else to get hold of that, and if it's down the cellar...
I've spent plenty of time around just good old-fashioned blue lyrium. I was barely even exposed to the stuff down there before I even knew what it was, and I started to hear things that weren't happening. So, I don't know what kind of resistance is going to do us any good, but...
What did you hear?
I don't know what I was hearing. You just scared the shit out of me. Sorry. My boyfriend just walked in. Hi. I don't know. I don't know. I was just hearing voices, so I don't think we have the best resistance, but we work quickly around it and try to keep our heads straight.
Well, alright, let's get destroying it.
And whilst this is happening, there have been healers coming in and looking at Alia. One or two almost like to get a second opinion because they don't know what this stuff is. They're very confused by it. And one of them you see Alia start to breathe more steadily again. She's murmuring under her breath. You don't know what she's saying, but she's murmuring something. And one of the healers looks to Nara. Is like, could I speak to you outside, please?
And she kind of looks at Alia and is like, make it quick.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
she very begrudgingly leaves Alia's side.
Yeah, so we'll be back in a moment. And she takes you outside and stands you the other side of the road. I am assuming you are close to this person.
Very, yes.
Do you know much about her?
Would I know a clan name at all?
You probably
Like,
wouldn't
I'm sure
know
I
the
would.
clan name. Like, you might know she's more of a wanderer
Yeah.
than anything.
Yeah. She's of the Dalish. She's from a clan that frequents around, and I don't know much, so very secretive, but they would frequent past Orzammar quite often. It's how we met.
Right. Okay. And this is an elf you're talking to.
Yeah.
Here right now as a healer.
A servant? Healer.
No, this is a healer.
Dalish?
You think maybe because you just hear an accent change, but they're definitely wearing a lot of Orlesian clothing. And she's like, walk with me a moment.
Yeah, of course. Is she going to be okay?
She is going to be fine. She seems to be, as you walk along this corridor, and she seems to be fine. I'm unsure on what, and she just sort of touches her temple. I'm not too sure what to do with that, but as she sort of pauses, I sense something from it. I don't know what. I don't know, I'm sorry. But
okay.
I found something that may help.
Yeah, well...
And she opens
just put it out.
She's like, please come in.
Yeah, where like just like a closet or something?
No, it's like another room further down around the corridor.
Okay.
Walking. She's like, please.
Yeah, of course.
And she closes the door behind you. She's like, right. There is, and she sort of looks a bit frustrated. I need some help. And she walks over to the back of the room. And she beckons for you to follow.
Yeah,
And
I'll go with. Yeah.
There's this huge cover in this room draping over something. She pulls it down. And she grabs you round the neck and pulls you straight through a mirror.
Bye, guys!
And that's where we'll
Peace
leave
out, y'all.
Reckoning
God.
this week.
Damn it, even when she doesn't intend to Nara, she
Right.
Naras.
Oh my god. I was like, oh, cover over something. Oh, great.
That's fine. I was like, my heart was waiting. Like, it's gonna be more fucking red lyrium. It's always red lyrium.
I knew it was gonna
No,
be.
it's the Leluvian. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yo.
Bye,
Yeah,
Nara.
so I'm leaving the campaign. No, kidding.
Yeah, go ahead and make a new character.
Yeah, so
Oh
I'm
my
writing a new
God.
character, guys. I'm gonna play Alia now. I'm gonna be unconscious for the next couple episodes. No, I'll put it in the outro. So
Awesome.
it makes it sound more ominous than it is. It's nothing big. I just
This woman, this elven woman, did sort of turn to you, and it wasn't like a hot. It was holding your neck. And shoving.
okay. So it was just don't doubt this. Keep going. It wasn't like a violent like
Oh,
kidnapping.
I was picturing like a, you know,
Yeah.
No, I was like some other people like a
It's like-
knife to the throat.
It's like round the neck, round the waist, and you're being pulled in.
Okay.
I don't know if
Okay,
it's
that's-
aggressive or not.
Not okay, but it's not like grabbed by the throat
It
and
wasn't
very
grabbed by the
obviously.
throat like that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you don't know if it's aggressive.
I'm not sure yet. Okay, love it. Can't wait. Bye, y'all. No, it's what Nara's good at. Leaving. But however, you probably would know that she would not leave Alia's side without good reason.
Yeah.
You have she's made it quite clear that she is very fond of this Dalish. How she met, however, is in the secrets.
Who's gonna
The
figure
Dalish
that
are
out
going all of them.
next week, I guess.
I guess we never
Oh.
will find it out since.
Yeah, you'll never
it's
find
gone.
out. Nara's dead.
The ultimate out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn,
going out with a
that's
bang.
committed to noping.
But yes, hand back over to you, Scratticus.
Well, thank you, Alice. What another wonderful little session. Why don't we go around? We'll talk to everyone about their favorite part and all the good things, where we can find you online, and all the wonderful things that you can do. Let's start. Well, we've already danced around it a heck of a lot, Avery. So why don't we start with you?
Yeah, hello, my name is Avery. I go by MapBat online. I am an artist and cosplayer, and I pop up on streams here and there. Essentially, I'm not going to be here next week. I'm traveling interstate for stuff, and I messaged Alice about it, and her response was like, sure, I can make Nara disappear. And I'm like, Alice, I don't like how you worded that. Alice, what's going to happen? Alice, answer the phone! What are you doing? What have you done? So that's what that happened. Favorite part? Oh, my girlfriends. Like, it's not a campaign with me in it if it doesn't have lesbians. I do like that. It was nice to have Nara show some more like more of who she is, or some emotion. I do like the little bit of bonding between her and Harvey. I'm just like, let's just walk backwards through this kitchen and see how it goes, and it worked. I do like that, and I do hope that that'll give them some incentive to be like, we should find Nara, rather than she's done shit all for us. Let's just go.
Or
She's
otherwise,
just mean to us.
oh, she's gone again. This is fine.
Oh, she's gone again. Yeah. So seeing how she's treated Alia and how she just would refuse to leave her side except for that fight. And that fight was good as well. That was a really good fight. It was fun to actually get in there and pepper someone with some arrows, and I'm keen to see how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, favorite part, definitely my little girlfriend. I can't wait for you guys to bond with her more than I do next session.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're all still figuring out the combat as well, and I feel like it's really starting to come together. I'm starting to feel like I
Yeah.
understand the combat now. You know,
We're
like,
figuring it out. We're getting through there.
yeah. So next around we have, you told us you're an artist and all that. Brilliant, thank you. Next we
I do
have
stuff.
Nassim Medamad. Oh, hi.
Hello. Yes, I'm Nassim. I'm your dwarf grandma, Harvia, and you can catch me on social media at Nazgul on all the things. And also listen to my podcast, Venture Maidens, a 50 actual play podcast, very much full of awesome gamers like these people here. And that's on Twitch, on YouTube, on iTunes, Stitcher, all those things. Listen to us, and we stream every Wednesday. So thanks.
Thank you. And did we get? Sorry, I was totally typing out your things. Did we get a favorite part?
Favorite part, yes. There was a whole lot in this episode where we got a lot of role play. We got some fun in games, some sneaky stuff. I loved a lot of the tense moments with the red lyrium. That was amazing. Getting to hide and play crazy. That was a lot of fun. And then the battle, which was really great. It was a whole blend of what I love about role-playing games. So I thought it was very well balanced.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. In fact, Alice, it's good. Yeah, you shoehorned a lot into this episode, so well done. Next around, we have Jeff, Many-Eyed Monster. Oh, hi.
Hi, my name is Jeff Ellis. You can find me at Many-Eyed Monster on Twitter, where I write TTRPG supplements and adventures. My favorite part. I mean, the fight was awesome. I really liked that we all know how to deal with mages, and that's you just mob them. I do also like the idea of a man just sort of being like obliterated while a dwarf comes in and still feels the need to punch him in the face. But I also liked the beginning, just bonding with Terrail and getting to be that like one uncle who's like, here, try alcohol. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? Don't drink this stuff. Yeah, man, there are a lot of good parts. The Red Lyrium, the Emperor, meeting the Emperor randomly was great. I was like, what do I do? Yeah, it was a great episode. Thank you.
And last of the players, excepting me, and most certainly not least, we have Ambly.
Hello! You're also a player, Scarlicus. So, hi, I'm Ambly, also known as Annie, but here I play Huldra. All the names. I do art, I do a little bit of 3D, I do a little bit of graphics, I do creative stuff. If you like creative stuff, you can check me out on links that exist somewhere.
They are in the chat, and there is a panel below the stream as well.
Yes, I have a panel. It was a really fun episode. I have a little spot for like balls and like masquerade and stuff like that. Always fun. I thought it was a really fun role-playing moment because I got to role-play the Huldra's little drunk side and her little angry side. So that was fun. I also liked the fight. It was cool when I failed the spell and he took a little bit of control of the hands, and then I finally got to use the spell. Like people mentioned, I thought it was a really good side of like a good couple of hours of role playing and then a little bit of a epic fight going on there at the end. It was comedic moments and there was serious, intense moments. I thought it was a good balance with the episode. I really, really enjoyed it. Thank you, Alice.
And we will go to Alice as well before I close up. Oh hi.
Oh hi. I like playing an emperor that doesn't want to be emperor. He is a real character. I don't make up that character. He is someone who was from Tevinter, and I need to find the image of him because there is an actual image of this emperor. And he looks so un-Orlesian, it's wonderful. But I really enjoyed that. I'm a heavy role player as it is, but I did enjoy doing the combat. We're gradually getting to grips with it all, but I'm just really liking everyone's characters and looking forward to delving more and more into backstory. So I'm super excited for that. Oh yeah, White Rabbit Pick on Twitter.
Yes, check out her work. It's amazing. She needs to sell it more. It's great. Thank you, honey. That just leaves me. Oh, hi everyone. My perfect Sunday. My favorite part. My favorite part was kind of like the learning curve. I'm trying to figure out how to play Guzgid, and because I remember him being quite good at social situations. But if you guys, he's a part of my Origins character, and if you guys remember, there was a lot of text in Origins which was charming and stuff, and you could totally get away with using it, but it wasn't voice acted. So trying to do charming things in that "can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back" style voice is interesting. But that was my personal favorite part for my development, but also just the scene with Nara and Javier when they find the Red Lyrium and all of that, and screaming ensues whilst we're just upstairs like, oh, hors d'oeuvre, thank you. Loved it. I'm Scraticus, and this is my channel. If you like what you've seen here today, Check out our social links. We've got Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Discord, a safe, inclusive space where you can talk about TTRPGs and all the other wonderful things going on in the community. Twitter, send me a DM and we'll get you a game. Simple as that. We will work out a way to get you a game at some point, either now or in the future. So send me a DM, we'll sort you out a game. YouTube, all of these games will be up on YouTube before the show next week. We also have a Patreon. You can support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. We like our dollar pledges because little and reliable is the best kind of support, and we appreciate every single one. So thank you all. We have been hovering around our $500 goal. We've just dipped below again, but we're still in a very good place to be hovering around it. So thank you all very much for your support. Merch as well. Tavern Tales, you should do it. You should totally do it. Just come and play. Merch, get a crest on your chest over at the Redbubble. If you are a member, you can currently get a 20% discount, so check that out too. We also have sponsors. Bird and the Storm Publishing. They are a module writer for D&D and other TTRPGs. We have some of their stuff on our YouTube. Also, Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press did the Dark Matter Alpha, an sci-fi expansion for D&D 5e. We play on Thursdays at 10 PM. D&D in space is a ton of fun. And also we have some panels below the screen where you can check out erasavad.com, tabletoploot.com, and and ruinc.com. Sorry, I lost track of myself. Yeah, so you can get your dice, your accessories, and your maps on those three sites with discounts if you use my special codes. And also, of course, you can find Amberly's panel down there showing where you can see Amberly's work. Amberly made this overlay, this poster, and all of this wonderful stuff. She is a wonderful artist whom I regularly harangue on Discord. Like, hey, can you do this for me, please? Ambly, we've got 10 minutes till the show, and I know I've left it too late, but could you do this?
Like, you know, it's like in a hurry when he starts his message with just sweats.
Yeah.
It's great.
But today, we are going to go and pay a raid. We are going to go and visit a channel we don't visit very often, Enter Elysium. Enter Elysium is a part of the Roll For It squad. So let's go in. We need a raid cry as well, and I remember seeing something that was a really good raid cry earlier. I think it was something that Avery said, and I forgot to take it down.
Yeah, I yell a lot in chat.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll up because I know you saw something. If anyone's got any other suggestions, go for it. But
Me going through my comments. What have I written? My local chat menace.
Yeah, no, I can't see anything. I mean, I can see no one knows about Red Lyrium yet, or Any other suggestions? Anyone in the Zoom chat? Anyone in chat?
I'm trying to find.
Yes. Oh, I can't scroll up all the way. No, what have I said? It's all just a blur. I don't remember half the shit that comes out of my mouth.
Say it ain't so. Okay, well, if we can't think of anything, let's just go across with the Let's Evoke Emotions. That'll do. Slight pause as I learn to type. What was it that Nara said when she fell?
Nara fell?
I fell.
Wow, we are amazing at this.
Really? That session was a blur.
We can't remember. We're just going to go with Let's Evoke Emotions. Let's put ourselves out of our misery and start this raid.
We'll remember, like, as the raid's done, we'll, like, be in the chat and be like, wait!
Oh, yeah! It was this really awesome quote. Yay! Well, everyone, we are going to head across to Enter Elysium. Bring the hype with you. I want to see that spammed across the chat. Have fun over there. We'll be back at 10 PM tonight with the Curse of Strahd. We finally stopped messing around in Valaki, and it looks like we're going to go and start attacking Strahd.
And I don't want to lose any more limbs. I've lost so many limbs.
Keep on evoking emotions,
so many.
We'll see you later on. Bye.
Bye.